up, guys? We're live again for the KANE Event, and for this week we have our guest Gio, old school Ling player, and then our usual host, ProjectRunAway. Cody is MIA right now, but he's on his way, so he'll be here shortly.
That's cool. So, no rush, man. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, I'm just dying to play T7. I can't wait. I wish it was like, especially after that T7's away.
Yeah.
I was hurting.
I feel you. This is a question I ask everybody who has played Tekken 7. How many matches do you think you've played? That's how I judge whether I can beat you or not. Before launch.
Oh, before launch, yeah. I don't know.
I'd say I played maybe 300 games. Maybe 300.
300? Wow.
That's a lot, actually. Wow.
The whole day. Like, I didn't move. I got there when it opened on Friday, and I stayed 6 hours, and I didn't lose any sets, so I didn't have to get up. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh.
So, Gio, before we get into Tekken, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself for the stream?
Oh, okay, cool. What's up, guys? My name is Gio. Real name is Joshua Otis. Play Xiaoyu. Play Xiaoyu since
Long time.
Tekken 5. Since Tekken 5. So about 2005. 12 years. I started out with King, believe it or not. I was a masher and like Tekken Tag. And like in the Tekken Tag 1, the beginning of 4, I was a masher. And like I would just go, like, only moves I used was King's Head Spinner, 1+2, and back 3. And I thought it was just ever, bro. Setting off King grips. But then what else about me? Yeah, but I live in Atlanta. I've been here 4 years. I'm originally from Tennessee. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. More accurately, Lakeland area. What's up, Cody? Decided to arrive. I thought I was supposed to be late.
What the fuck?
No, bro.
You want to a laptop is
interrupt in the middle of my introduction, bro. Please don't do that again. I'll wait till we get straight. I'll wait till you get settled, bro.
No joke. No joke. I think you broke my system, Cody, because my computer just froze.
Hey, we can still see you on screen for the moment.
Yeah, that is super weird.
it's spreading.
You're good on this end.
That is super weird. I cannot. My screen is completely frozen.
Oh.
But don't hit anything.
Alright. Okay, that was super weird.
Okay. Well, let's say you continue introducing yourself.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. Yes, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've been here for 4 years. Before that, Knoxville, Tennessee, where I played with players such as Trungy, Cinder, and IE Bamboo. There's a whole bunch of guys. Roach Don. And but I'm actually from Memphis, which is where I started playing Tekken. I'm from Majin. Cody actually back then. Mick, and among a large cast of Memphis people back then. But I started back in, I want to say, 2000, when I got a job at the arcade. That's the only reason why I started playing fighting games. So, yeah, Wolf Chase. Cody knows about Wolf Chase. Can you hear me? I don't think
Yes, I can. Difficult though. I think every time I say something, everybody else's mic screws up. I'm on some very sketchy hotel Wi-Fi right now.
Oh, well, I can hear you, man. And see you.
Yeah, but if I talk and then I hear you talk, it's very messed up. So I'm being quiet while I'm
These
speaking.
nets immediately came to his life. This is real.
Okay.
Us in Georgia, man. Us in Georgia. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
So, Gio.
Yeah.
Big Gio. What brought you to play Shao Yu after King?
Okay, this is my story for Shelly, and this is why I play her, even though it's a little girl. But yeah, okay, I went to TIT, I believe it was 5, back in Tekken 4, and I actually came, I was in school in Kirksville, Missouri, but I used to drive an hour and a half south to go to St. Louis to play with Unconquerable, Slips, Action, those guys. So actually, my first big tournament was at TIT 5. So I rode down there with them. We drove down there, and I get there and I see Kenbo, and like I always heard how sorry Ling was. I'm like, this is Jin's game, or unless you're Tom Hilfiger or you know what I'm saying, somebody random. It's like very few people who are winning with a character other than Jin. So I saw Kenbo. And he was killing, you know what I'm saying? He was rolling on everybody, dog. And so I was like, man, he made that sorry character good. I want to make the sorry character good. So that was the beginning. But yeah, I probably didn't win a game for like first year. Like in casual or anything. It was bad. I was super trash. I remember one of the old school players, Tennessee Mick, came to my house, which was like an honor for me. And he put a 57 streak on me, dog.
Wow.
I was just thankful that he stayed that long. You know what I mean? To put that many weapons on me, dog. Because I wanted to win, but that wasn't happening. So yeah. But then 5 came around, and then I got decent. I started beating some people, and so after that I was like, if I can win with her in 5, which she was really bad. She was like super trash.
I remember it.
Oh man.
Probably the biggest thing I remember about T5 Ling is that her down 4-2-1 was launch punishable.
Yes. And it flipped them ugly. It used to flip them upside down. The only juggle you got was 1 down, 2 back, 3. What kind of ugly juggle? It's launch punishable.
Yeah. They should put that back in that far.
Trash character. So yeah, so I was like, if I can win with her, because like I did pretty well in 5, like against everybody except the top guys at the time. I won a lot of tournaments, and I did well at a bunch of majors. I got top 5 at final round twice.
Oh, nice.
So,
wow.
So yeah, I don't know, but I'm definitely very thankful for the improvement in 7. I think it's a bit overrated though. People are giving it way more credit than it really is. She's not that much better. She's good, and she has like maybe 3 buffs that I think are significant, but they're not like game changing.
So let's go over T7 Ling. What do you think is strong about her?
I tell you, what I think is, it's obvious that the race drive is strong. Just the fact that she is longer, she has more range in her attacks. It's good. AOP 2-1 being an extra combo. That's the best thing to me. I also like the AOP 3 buff. You get a combo and counter hit now and slide. So it's a nice entry move, approach move when you're on offense. What else is good about her?
I don't know if you played 7.0 much, but remember her back, or was it back turn up 1? The low?
Yeah.
It used to.
It was back turn. Yeah, back turn up 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she used to. Yeah, and she used to get AOP 2-1. They took that out, but they gave her.
It's not that though. But it's only from back turn. Like,
Yeah.
Back turn up 1 still gets AOP 2-1, or is that not true?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. Oh, you took it up. Okay.
Yeah, AOP 2-1 and 4-4-2-1 is natural combo now though, which is I think that's really good.
Oh, 4-4-2-1 is natural combo?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Whoa.
4-4-2-1.
That's
yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, both of those are very good.
She still has the same problems. You know, she's got better offense with the same defensive problems.
Oh, okay, I see. So, why do you think the Xiaoyu buffs maybe are getting a little overrated? Because the consensus seems to be that Xiaoyu is like super strong. But what makes you want to go against the grain here? What do you feel is like?
Because really, to me, like, I think Xiaoyu is very good against people who don't know the character, but that's in character. You know what I mean? That's in character. So, like, the only thing I think is that people who don't know the character speak up a lot. You know? So they're like, man, this character's great. Well, it's like, it's the same thing. It's just got like two more things that make it a little better. Like, but the one thing also that I didn't mention that I think makes her in FR makes her really good is the back turn down 3-4.
Oh yeah,
combo extender. Like that's great because it makes her get a combo, traditional combo off of standing 3. Yeah, and I think it's really good as far as psychological frame advantage too. So people don't want to immediately swing at you, even if they do block. You like how I use my Anakin laugh? I use my Oh, I'm done. You want to talk about me? No, sorry. No, nobody came up with that phrase today. Psychological frame advantage.
Oh, that's real.
That's true. Yeah, so like so if you don't do the second hit, you know, you can continue offense or just, you know, get to a safe position. So, yeah, man.
Alright, so are you excited for Ling in T7, or are you just kind of like, you know, I feel she's the same, so it's kind of whatever now?
I mean, like, to tell you the truth, because I've had like a decent amount of exposure to both 7.0, because we have round 1 here. So
oh, that's right.
And then set with FR, you know, I've been to a few tournaments now, so like, I feel like I pretty much, I'm good. Like, I'm not super excited about Ling per se, but the rest of the game very much so. You know, like, it's basically a whole lot of characters I want to play around with. Mostly because, like, I like to play characters to understand how to fight against them in case I don't have, you know, them as far as like from the other guys that play. So that's what I'm most looking forward to. Laughing. The laughs.
How do you feel about Akuma being in Tekken 7?
I love Akuma being in there, bro. Like, I was just looking on Twitter today. I saw Kokomo. Like, he was playing. I don't know the name of the Akuma player, but they're like Divine Ruler rank. Like, and he hit him with like the full life combo off of focus attack. Not full life, but all he did was hit him with a down 4 point afterwards. And I was like, man, that's gross. But the combo looks like it's difficult enough where if someone gets it, they deserve it, and it takes a full bar to take full life, and it was also like a super situational focus move, you know. So like, I have no beef with Akuma, you know. And plus, it's gonna bring a whole lot of people. So I'm looking forward to playing a whole lot of Street Fighter players play Akuma, and then they get beat up with Akuma, and they're like, let me try somebody else in this game. Boom, new Tekken player.
Yeah.
Yeah, like definitely looking forward to playing and beating a lot of people. Get back to the shit talking, disrespect, you know, that kind of thing. Can't really do it right now. You haven't played enough. I'm not confident enough in the game to say too much anything. But what's Cody?
Yeah, looks like he dropped the call.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on some crappy hotel Wi-Fi, so he's traveling for work.
Yeah. So with the scene here, like we all play at like one of like 3 places usually. It's like either here at Tekken House, play at my house. One thing is like me and my roommates, we live far on the north side of the city, so like people usually don't come out there. So it's a good 45 minutes between my crib and Tekken House.
Interesting.
I still make drive, you know, really. It said they can't hear me in the chat. Let me do it. Oh. Yeah, so like, what was I talking about? Something.
You're talking about your house being about 45 minutes away?
Oh, yeah.
Make it out.
So it's far away. So like, when I do come taking out, I'm usually here for a while. I usually stay for a few days. You know, like get down. Cause like, you know, I work at nights. You know, I do security and stuff, pubs and events. So like, I just usually, cause everybody's up at some point in time, either playing or whatnot. Or you can convince somebody to play one way or another. So I just come over here and, you know, talk enough shit, I'll get on the sticks, you know. So you have like a lot of people to play too, usually, like throughout the course of the week. You know, we got Shamir come through, we got Yo Man, we got, you know, Anakin's here every day, you know. I'm here pretty much every day. We got K-Gun, and Truth. There's a whole bunch of people. Daryl, the band, Killer 6. Every once in a while, Drum EFX, you know, the list goes on and on. You know.
Interesting.
Clint the Beast, Pork Chop, all those guys. So, Speed Kicks, you know.
You know, you guys have you guys actually have a lot of players that are able to get together, you know, on a semi-regular basis. Are you guys thinking about doing any sort of like streams for T7, like when that comes out?
Tell you the truth, I'm pretty sure they're gonna pop up everywhere. You know, down here. You know, Anakin's already been doing his stream, you know, for a while. But I'm sure as soon as the game comes out, you know, I'm sure my roommate will be streaming. You know, like you'll have a bunch of people streaming. So, shout out to Face Nick. Shout out to Josh.
You don't think there's going to be like a Tekken House stream, for example?
Like a Tekken House stream?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I think that'd be.
I'm sure like they would be down for that. You know what I mean?
Because you guys like got a lot of players, so it's like, you know, imagine like Green Arcade except with, you know, all the ATL guys.
True.
Kind of thing.
You know, a lot of tech and a lot of shenanigans. You know. So.
I don't know.
I think that would be cool.
I think it'd be cool to watch. I mean,
24-hour stream.
I mean, I wish I could have a Tekken House stream, but unfortunately, since I moved out here to Arizona, there's no players out here. Yeah, well, I mean, okay, in Tucson, Arizona, there's like no players out here, so.
What about this? I remember a guy from back in the day. His name was like Legend. You know what I'm
Yeah, those guys play, but they're in Phoenix, which is 2 hours away.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like they could come here to Tucson on a regular basis.
Yeah, I'm actually quite envious of ATL scene because he just listed all the players that come here regularly at the Tekken House, and that sounds amazing. Because even here in SoCal, it's like, well, I mean, I live in SoCal 2 hours away, but I like to live out in SoCal a lot. You know, a lot of gatherings can end up being sometimes like 3 or 4 people max. And on a good day, it's like maybe 8, 10 people. And it's like, dang, you know, it's no wonder ATL is really strong because you guys are coming through regularly and you have a lot of people playing too. It's kind of like an arcade.
Yeah, but normally it's mostly like I say like 5, 6 people, and like only maybe 3 or 4 play. You know, because you know we're all cool, we're all friends too. So like people, you know, they show up and they may not play, they just come and chill, you know, whatever. So we don't get as many games as you would think, but we do get more games than you probably get, you know, just on a regular basis. But like it's not super going down like that. But when 7 comes out, that's going to be a different story. It's going to go down, like, probably 24 hours for real. At least, like, the first month, dog. It's going to be, dog. If we end up doing that stream or whatever, then, like, you're going to see all kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know, because you'll see all kind of people. And because it's funny, because, like, we have interesting dynamic, too, as far as players. Because not everybody always plays together, you know what I mean? Because for whatever reason, far be it from me to speculate as to why, but yeah, we don't all always get together. So it's kind of like you see some people, but then you have to go to certain places to play with other people. You know?
Oh, I see.
But for the most part, a majority of all the players will, I say, definitely be trying to take a house if they get a pass. You know, this is VIP club over here. You gotta be, if you're not just like a friend, you know what I'm saying, from here, you have to be like a known somebody to play tag house, because it's like, you know, can't just have, you know, people running up in the crib, you know. It's like,
Interesting.
and you gotta, everybody has it, you have to be vouched for them, you know. So it's like that's cool.
Interesting. How do you feel about tournaments? Going into tournaments like any tournaments you plan on going to? You going to Evo?
Oh, actually, I am definitely going to CO and also Evo. Shout out to Virtual Storm Gaming for, you know, sponsorship helping me out. Go out there and hopefully, you know, make some noise. But also, I'm going to make an attempt to go to both Midwest Championships. That's actually the first tournament after the game comes out that I know of, and it's pretty close. Our Mid-South South Championship. It's going to be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, run by Vandy.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I'm going to try to make that, but if not anything, just CEO and Evo. So.
Cool. You know, I remember actually a long time ago for a really short bit, or at least I mentioned it to you, that, or you brought it up, that you were going to move to SoCal.
Oh my God. That is hilarious, because that was my big life plan. Like, I had moved out of my apartment, I had all my stuff in the car, I was like, yeah, man, move to California. And then, like, tell you the truth, I don't remember what happened. I think like my boss like asked me not to leave and like gave me some kind of lucrative offer or something. I don't know what happened. I was all in for real. Like I was posting on TV, hey man, where y'all gonna be? We on the way. And they're like, nah, that didn't happen.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Because I remember Kane was one of the people that came and like, oh man, that's cool, you know. So we get some games in. I was like, yeah, just kidding. Not coming.
Rip.
Man, that was...
It was a long time ago.
Right before 6 in DR.
Oh, that was like 2008-ish?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Well, you're not missing anything now. SoCal, a lot of that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say, well, you're not missing anything now. 9 years later, because a lot of the heavy hitters in SoCal have moved out.
Because actually, I have a really good friend that stays out there too. I don't know if y'all know Mo Tempest. He plays Tekken a little bit, but he's more of a 2D guy, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, Marvel, all that stuff. Yeah, but he's originally from Memphis also. He moved to SoCal like I want to say almost 10 years ago now. So like, I try to keep up with him, you know, link up with him when I'm out there. So.
Yeah, Mo Tempest, like I remember him from because I picked up Soul Calibur 5, and yeah, he was really good at that. But yeah, occasionally I see him. You know, if he's gonna get into Tekken, that's pretty cool. So that'll be more Tekken players.
Yeah, especially when the game comes out. He gets bored of the game real quickly, so like really Tekken will hold his interest for a while.
I see.
Cause like, yeah, he's always had really good gaming instincts and stuff. So hopefully he does come back. Yeah.
So, speaking of other games, do you play any other games besides Tekken, Dio? Any other fighting games?
I play everything that's a fighting game. I play Guilty Gear. I played Guilty Gear before I was a Tekken player.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I played Guilty Gear back. Oh man, since like 2001, I was playing Guilty Gear. So like, I don't play competitively because I think it's too difficult to concentrate on that many games. I definitely play that. I play Street Fighter. I'm very bad at Street Fighter.
Alright.
I know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just very bad. Very bad. And I also play Soul Calibur 5. I play Mortal Kombat. pretty decent at Soul Calibur and pretty decent at Mortal Kombat. I can beat people who are good. I just can't win the set.
So
I'll give you like a 10-6 on a good player. And I'll smile about it. Moral victories.
So you like to play other games. It's just Tekken's your real game, right?
Yeah, Tekken is definitely my real game. It's my only main game. It's the only game I play at tournament.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like, when you go to gatherings and stuff, sometimes people get taken out and so you play something else, So, like, I play, I play Marvel, I play everything. Everything except, like, DOA. I don't like DOA. Just because of how the system of the game works.
Oh, I see.
It's too much rock, paper, scissors.
Do you like Virtua Fighter?
I do. I used to play Wolf in Virtual Fighter, but I haven't played Virtual Fighter since VF4 Evo. That's
Oh
a
wow.
long time.
Yeah. Wow.
They were both like, whoa.
Are
VF4, I came out a lot of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Don't know anything about it.
Speaking of Evo, this is like a old school question, kind of.
Yeah.
I remember one of the Evos they had an arm wrestling contest,
Oh, yeah.
and
This is really-
I don't know if this is true, but I heard you lost to Ling Massacre.
I did lose to Link Master. Yeah, that's a very strong individual, man. He, in his words, claimed to use G power against me.
But he didn't look strong.
He was I'm not saying he didn't look strong, but I thought I was gonna beat him, so like I didn't really try. I'm not saying no. Wait a minute. I don't mean to take any credit away from Justin. I should have said was that he called me off guard. That's what
Oh, I
I
see.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shout out to Justin. Lane Master. Yeah, but then we had a rematch and I killed him, of course.
Oh.
There's another guy there. His name was Castle Kingside. And he said he was taking
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see him. He ain't taken. But yeah, I almost him too. And he was strong too, but I beat him.
Oh wow, really? That dude, he's from SoCal. I haven't seen him in years. But yeah, that dude is huge.
Yeah,
But
I killed him.
Wow.
Actually.
yeah, hopefully. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, but it's definitely not me to go to Evo games because I haven't been since 2011. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know what I mean? Last time I was there, I think it was me and I Bamboo. And I want to say Wade Gamble? Yeah, I think it was Wade Gamble. And that was like at the end of the, like not end of the year, maybe like middle of the year. It was the one that, the $300 baseball slide.
Oh,
Yeah. That was Aurario.
really? That was
2000,
was it 2011?
2009?
No, it couldn't have been. It has to been like
I don't know.
that. No, that was 2007. That was 2007.
Whatever year that was.
Yeah, that was.
2007? Okay,
Yeah.
I also went to that one. But yeah. No, that doesn't. No, it was, I guess that had to be Tekken 6. 2011 was Tekken 6. No. Yeah. Because I lost Unconquerable.
Ah,
It's, I was super salty. I was salty.
Dang.
that's
I was
crazy.
like, I'm gonna go ahead and do work. Yeah, man, I was like, didn't even make it out. Oh, I made it out the pool. I made it out on Blizzards. I got, I had to beat Smiles, Colorado player, Harong, to make it out. And I know nothing about Harong.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Even after all these years, it's really despicable, actually. The fact that I don't know how to fight this character after playing this game for 12 years, but I don't.
Well, you got to know him now because he's pretty strong.
Yeah, he's strong as fuck. But yeah, I meant to scrub out Smiles. I just played as badly as possible. Just did combos. And so like I beat him with that, and so like I made it out of my pools. And I ended up losing to Cynic in the bracket, I think. I lost to the random guy. Not that Cynic's random. Cynic is cool. Old school guy also. Yeah.
so
Alright, what's next? What you get?
I was gonna say, what made you think about why did Conk make you so salty? Was it just because you got knocked out so soon?
No,
or was it the way Conk plays?
No, I thought that was good. Like, cause I'm familiar with how Khan plays, cause like he was one of the people that taught me a lot about Tekken when I was going to school.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I felt like that's time for me to show the master. Drill him.
Oh shit.
Exactly. And he did like, and I get hit by whatever that. I guess it's running. Whatever Sabina's running move is. Like he backed up and hit me with that probably for all of my life for both fights.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh my god. Or 4. I guess it's like running 3+4, running
Like a slide with both knees.
No, the one in the air where she flips to the air. And,
Oh, yeah.
He just did that over and over again. I was like, I don't know. I don't want to do it. So I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
How about Sean, though? Sean is good people, man. One of my original Tekken mentors. So, him and Slips, Action. You know what I'm saying? Tekkenomics.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Haven't heard.
That's boy. The original thing. Well, my first Ling hero, I feel like Kimbo, he's like way too good. Maybe I can be like somebody that's like really good in America. And I was like, it's still bad boy. It was the Ling back then, Doug. So I was like, that's my sensei. He doesn't know me, but that's my sensei.
You know what's funny is Kembo. He's not really known for Link. Like he switches around a lot. I remember Tag 1 he was using Lei, and then Tag 2 he used Ogre and Zafina. Was it Ogre Zafina? Yeah, I think it was Ogre Zafina.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's interesting. So how do you feel about so you know that international comp is coming to Evo. Is any how do you feel about that?
I mean, like, my thing is, that's what it is. This is an unfair world. So, deal with it. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can come over, they can play, they can come over here, take money, whatever. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna be a baby and I don't want to play. I mean, you do that? No, I'm not that guy. If I can, I'm definitely gonna try to get you out here. I'm gonna make you prove that you're better than me. That's my own thing. Show me you're better than me.
Do you feel that international comp's going to do well, or do you feel like that will actually do really well this Evo, like the majority of the people?
You think the gap is closed?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's true. I think that's the case. Especially, but it's, man, in this internet age, it's so different than it was back in the day. Because you can be a lab monster and watch everybody and sit in practice mode, and even just having Tag 2, there's a whole lot of things you can learn from just watching a bunch of match videos and like analyzing it well, you know what I'm saying, and implementing it in your game plan. So it's like it's very hard to maintain a gap. You know what I'm saying? That big of a gap, I'd say. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Especially in a game that's got popularity, which is going to be 7, you know. Because you're going to have so many perspectives, so many different play styles, and so many different mind states, so many different crazy people, wild people. Yeah.
I like that viewpoint actually, because in a way, sometimes, people fall in that trap. Sometimes they're like, we have no hope, they're better than us.
Yeah.
And usually, I feel like that, but the way you word that, it doesn't make a lot of sense. If people really did want to win, all people have played the game for you, basically. Already. If you know how to play up to, X player standard, you more or less could just copy that, basically.
Yeah.
Or just know about it.
It's like just like Joey Fury, Spiro. They show like, if you just play your game, stay stiff, stay determined, you don't have to be better than to beat them. Oh yeah, you have to win set.
Oh yeah, this is a game like,
it doesn't get you any money to be better than people. get you money to be winning the tournament. So, you know, yeah. So
the real words of wisdom.
you know what I mean? Old school thoughts, bro. That's all it is, man. Yeah. Oh, shout out to DPSC in the stream, man. It's good. Oh, ZZY. Oh, shit. Leave and eat. Man, there's almost 2 people in here, bro.
Yeah, man, we go. We've been getting.
Yo, what's up, y'all? My bad.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of old school people come back to watch. I hope a lot of people come back to play too. Like, I don't know if you saw that thread recently on KTA, where Pixel made it about like, yeah, about posting your TZ names, and then like hell of people like I don't even know, because like KTA is kind of hard to talk to people in a way because you don't know like who they are, so to speak.
Yeah.
So like people posting up the names. Oh yeah, I'm this person from like 2002, and you know I thought it was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah. Cause like I joined in 2001. And actually that thread made me so sad. Cause like I got locked out of my account for some reason, and then like I don't even know who to talk to for like I sent an email like years ago, and they like no response. So
Oh,
I'm like,
snap.
well, yeah, I would like to get back in there, but I don't want to make any name though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be loyal to my old name, bro.
You could probably
medals and stuff up underneath my picture.
email Mr. Wizard. He's one of the admins. I'm a senior mod, but the only thing I can really do is ban people.
You got the power over there. I'm not messing with you, you got it. No, that used to be the thing back in the day, man. It's like getting banned from TV. It's like people used to talk so much shit back then,
Yeah.
and like people would like come in and be posting completely irrelevant shit talk everywhere. Banned. Get them out of here.
Trust me, it hasn't changed all that much.
It was savage land. It wasn't as Tom stuff. If you post a relevant thread back in the day, though, you might be up out of here. You might go.
Yeah. Tom is a funny place.
Yeah. Tom is a very funny place. Oh my goodness. But
Yeah.
like one thing I do like doing on Tom is actually, you know, when you have those random people, forgive me, I don't know these people, who come on and they like post up, you know, first 5 or whatever. It's fun for me to go in there and play with those guys sometimes. Just like, hey, you know, just so I can get to know some of these people who I don't know. I'm trying to get to know them, I just try to beat them. But, you know, at least be familiar with their names, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I appreciate Tom for that. Otherwise, I don't know how to bot people. Because rank is super dry, and when I do find somebody in rank, they usually beat me. So.
Hey, but you know what? Ranked will only be dry for another 3 weeks, and then rank will be popping.
Oh, rank's gonna be super popular. That's gonna be the best club in the US, dog. It's going down. I'm telling you that. They should charge the cover charge. Just this night, dog. Oh, June 2nd night. It's going down. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna see it. It's done.
Yeah, man, we've only got like 3 weeks left till full release, so.
Yeah. I'm trying to actually not think about it at all. So. Yeah, because that makes it speed up, get it a little quicker.
Oh yeah.
So, let me ask you guys. I have a question I wanted to ask. What are both of you guys' least favorite characters to fight, and why?
Oh. Okay, you first, Cam. I'm sure you could probably give us a quick answer.
I can't really. I have a couple of matchups that I'm not too fond of. But if you have something quick, go ahead. If not, then I'll.
Okay, I think right off the top of my head, because I haven't played any, like, you know, I play online a lot, and you can get, you know, experience per se, but you're not, you know, unless you play top players or, you know, really talented players, you're not going to get the good experience. So yesterday I got a nice dose of home pie from Radiant, And right now, I really dislike Leo, especially with the bugs coming that far now. I'm sweating. But yeah, just I was playing way down with Leo, and it was like partially an experience, but it was also just like she's really strong. If you can just keep up being solid, like she's like a brick wall. I don't know how to like fight her. I'm just like, dude, what's going on?
The next time you fight Waygamble with that, count how many launchers in one round. Count it. Just count it. Just be like, how many of these things am I going to go in the air for? And I was going to account for 85% of his attacks, which is cool.
Yeah, maybe it's the way Wade Gamble plays that maybe I'm not used to, but I mean, he was beating me up, so, you know, shout out to Wade Gamble. I was sweating bullets. Like, what is something about Leo is got me sweating. And,
this little good though. It's just crazy.
Yeah, she's really just like, she's got great moves. That's really how it is. Another one, because I think he has a slight edge over my new main, Brian, is Dragon. Like, I was playing against a good Dragon player, and I was just like, dude, this wall running 2 is out of control. Because, like, I like to use Brian's back one a lot, but Dragon has the same move, but, you know, kind of like Street Fighter and how, you know, you play pussies.
Yeah.
The wall running 2 has a slightly longer tip range. So I was like, dude, why is this always, you know, beating me out when we're both on the same move? Like, we're both committing to doing, you know, what Heavy did. But his is a little longer.
It's huge. No, I'm thinking like I'm not saying I'm running up on JDCR or anything, but I'm pretty good against Dragunov. And like running 2 is like I just people have certain setups for running 2, like down 2 running 2, you know what I'm saying, or whatever thing we do. But like whenever I see like setup for running 2 or set up a running 2 situation, I just walk left, block. Chances are you're gonna be in the back, you know what I mean? So you can kill them. But good Dragunov, Anakin, JCR, they pop it on you at random times, so you can't really stab it like that. But if you're confident in your step game, you could definitely make them pay for that move a lot of times.
Yeah. I think it's not really the move itself, but it's just the threat. Like, man, kind of like Brian's back one. It's it's really linear, but you gotta be on your toes, and you start to get a little, a little frosty. You're like, oh man, I don't want to get smashed.
That's not the thing about it. That's very real because even in my mind state, like if I'm gonna step this move and I'm looking for it, that means I'm gonna just be stepping the whole time. So I'm not even doing my normal game plan. I'm just stepping.
Exactly. That's what really does change. Like, this guy is gonna, and you're like, come on, I got a good game. Bang, bang.
No, that was real. I'm very scared of doing it too, bro. I'm very frightened.
Yeah. But short answer, I guess, for all the characters I could really, bitch about is if they're top tier in FR, I'm sweating bullets. I'm scared.
Okay, I want you guys to listen to my argument for fighting top tier. Okay, in every game, top tier is going to be the most prevalent. You're going to get the most matchup experience. Even though it's better than the other shit, you're going to see it so much that you're going to be better against it. So I don't really usually have in any deck and have problems with a top tier. It's the players I never see, the Finas, and the Rhythm Beck, you know what I'm saying? They know what they're doing. And I'm like, what is this? I've been beating Bobs and Lars and Kings and then you come out here with this and I don't know what to do with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a vanquisher, dog. Online.
Yeah. No, I can empathize.
I don't know what to do with you, dog.
Yeah. I guess we're kind of like reverse. I play a lot of online, so I'm used to all these wacky characters, but you don't get to play against the good top tier players. If that makes any sense.
Oh, okay.
So you're just like, I'm used to being like, a bad Brian, bad Dragunov. That's easier than any other character. But if they're smart about it, it's just like, oh man, you start to realize why people place on the top tier. You're like, I don't like this character. This is kind of not fair.
I gotta ask you something though. As like you said, you play online a lot. how do you feel? And this just be me being old. I really don't like when people grab me online. I just don't approve of that at all. But like, that's not even a thing anymore. Everybody grabs. You know what I mean? Like back in Tekken 5 DR online, nobody grabbed, and it was all cool. But when you grab me now, this guy must dislike me. What have I done to piss this person off? Especially when it's a good person, like somebody know from offline. Why'd you grab me there? Why'd you do that?
I agree.
We were buddies, cool.
I agree.
Okay, I got a bite, you lose less humble pie here. So I used to be a big grabber online, and then, I had a epiphany one day. I was like, it was obvious.
One day?
But I was just like, really like not thinking about it. I was like, man, grabbing's kind of cheap. So I stopped grabbing people. Like in T6, because the online was worse, that was my excuse. The online was worse in T6, so I never grabbed because of the etiquette.
Yeah.
But in Tag 2, it felt a little better, so I was like, grabbing the break window is larger, alright. And maybe I got spoiled because I would play a lot of 5-bar people from my own state. Yeah, I'm grabbing you for 5 bars. It was like offline. But then, that became a bad habit because I started thinking about grabs.
I grabbed everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck this 2-bar.
Yeah, I'm telling you, all my characters that with the higher ranks, they're all inflated because, like, especially with Jack, I just kept grabbing people. It's not fair.
Oh, wow.
That's real.
Yeah.
Exposed. Exposed.
Okay, here's it's a funny story for you, Gio. So, there was this guy back in the day. His PSN was called Wade King John Duke, right?
Yeah.
And that guy, he was one of two people that made Kane quit playing online. Because that dude, he was grabbing. And, I got to know him actually. I was sending messages on PSN. And he was actually from Korea. And, like, he didn't care at all. He was like, I'm grabbing. And he actually played like an offline player. But then he started grabbing. And you're like, oh man, now it's...
He wasn't in Korea when he was playing, was he?
No.
Wait a minute.
We're not supposed to be from another country. Hawaii is, pretty far from the coast. So, like, the funny story was that I used to play on a Smurf account, and Kane learned who that Smurf account was, and then he started saying, since you got the Smurf, you're obviously Wave King, because I did a lot of AK giant swings.
Oh my god.
So, to this day, Kane still calls me Wave King, even though, there's green arcade footage of Wave King at green arcade.
You're the second iteration of Wave King, though. No, man. Like, because seriously, when people grab me like that online, especially when I know them, I'm like, do you really want to beat me that bad online? Did you have to grab me? Okay. Yeah, but that really hurts me.
But you got a little more leeway now in T7 since generic grabs at least are much easier to break.
I probably won't care about grabs in 7 online. I actually don't mind. I probably won't care. If the grab hurts, I'll care.
Giant swing.
Hey, dude, I have to give an award for the most giant swings attempted online. There's probably like 3 guys, but the one who stand out of my mind, mission-wise,
Oh, snap.
and overall, those are some grabbing.
Yeah.
I tell you, but like the both of them are good players. You know what I'm saying? I play mission-wise more than I play a lot of people in ranked. But and he usually runs up on me, slaps me a little bit. It's okay though. I don't play this game. So, thank you, Zach. You in the chat? So, Miss Moss. Ben, and what's up, Pimpin'? Oh, can't forget Brawl Bro. Oh, Brawl Bro is the king of throws.
Oh, snap.
Disrespectful throws. A jab left and right for a giant swing.
Yeah. Speaking about overall, I used to have a semi-grudge, because I was playing, and it was cool, and then you're right, the grabs are coming out, oh man, this guy was handy or something, what did I do? I know, Kings, so he can't be helped.
No.
And I even asked him, overall, that dude, I think he doesn't like me or something, and he's like, no, overall, the nice guy.
It feels like, it's like I must have something. Yeah, like my Facebook status updates or something. I don't know why you grabbed me like this. But yeah, definitely overall, yeah. Oh my goodness. But like, Shep's overall. I haven't seen overall in a while, like at actual tournament. But I heard he's still, playing, doing well. Texas down there, him and Knicks.
What happened to Nix? Is he still around?
He's still around. Like, I talk to people, my friends on Facebook, so, I'm saying like he's like family man it up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know that.
So like, I'm sure he'll be back when the game comes out.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like early on in Tag 2 online, I used to play with Nixon overall quite a lot.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, they were online royalty back then, and being because he was running up on everybody. His parents were actually pretty good. I guess Dad was a problem for like the Bears. But yeah, sadly, I still being hopping in the ranked. I hopped in ranked last night actually. Played about 10 games. I think I went 2-8.
Ouch. That online grabbing sweeping fest,
No,
right?
It's really just like this. The whole we play a lot of offline games over here. So when I hop back online, I don't have that gear to hop back in to playing online, so I move too much. And
Oh, I
so
see.
The lag, I get caught with a lot of random shit, just trying to move around like I will offline. I get tagged so often, and it's nobody's fault of mine. You know what I mean? Because I just stop moving, but I lose myself on that.
I see.
And then I get tagged. You know what I'm saying? So.
Getting back to your question, I don't think I answered it. The characters that I dislike playing against, personally. One of them is Ling. That's probably the top character I hate playing against. The reason being is because for her evasiveness and damage in T7, I feel like she's a little bit too safe in a lot of options. I feel like there are characters with like anti-link and like anti-AOP stuff, but I don't feel like every character has necessarily a good tool set for anti-AOP. And so she's one of those characters like, I hit Ling, I'm +6, but you're not really +6 because she can AOP under a lot of stuff. Which is, I mean, you could argue like, oh yeah, you could hit her out of AOP with X move or Y move, but it's also like, do I want to spam that one move the entire game? To me, it just
It's like a not fun thing.
it's really like a not fun thing, because I get it. Like Link can outplay a lot of stuff with AOP, or I just feel like her damage is a little bit too high for her evasiveness. Like for example, her staple combos now do more damage than my character's staple combos.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because I can understand like some of the hate. I can really only understand Link hate if you don't have her to play against on a regular basis. Like because like really you don't even need to spam to beat her. It's just she just doesn't track to her right. So you just step left all day. Every time anytime you have a situation where like she has to swing here, step left, and it's gonna kill everything except for her homing moves. And both her homing moves, actually, her 4-4 is pretty good. Actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good now. Also, what was I gonna say? No, we like SoCal has. I mean, we don't have like super like top tier Link players, but we've historically have had a lot of Link players. Shano, he never posts online. He doesn't go on Facebook. He's a family man, but he's always at the arcade, and yeah, yep,
wow.
Yep. During 7.0, when we had our location test, he was there like a few times a week, playing for hours. So, huh?
Isn't he like 50?
Yeah, well, he's in his 40s for sure.
Whoa.
He
Yeah,
was like the first Link player I ever heard of.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So Shano, there's Calsonic. There's we've had a lot of Link players.
Yeah, Tomahawk too, though.
What was that?
Tomahawk.
Oh yeah, Tomahawk. So yeah, historically we've had a lot of Link players. It's just I mean, unless you've got like a, I understand Link has a lot of bad matchups, like Jack, down forward one, 4-4-1, hits her out of AOP a lot. Yeah, so it could be, it could definitely be hard for Ling for certain matchups, but
But I definitely understand. Yeah. Well, it's just like I feel like the more you get to expose her, the more she's not a threat to you. Like like you watch Anakin in the tournament. It's probably because it's him. He's that good. But even Princess Ling, who's had much access to the game, Anakin drills him. Because he knows the character. And Jack can't even do most things other characters can do to get around it. He can't walk to get around a lot of setups and things like that. He has to take the mix up. But he's familiar with matchup. Trunky is the same way. Any Link, no Link player can beat Trunky. Period. I remember, JT Chinoy, we were at MLG in 2010, and JT Chinoy was there. I don't remember which city it was, but he was like, I was like, yeah, you can't beat Trunky with Link. So he was like, no, man, I just, I'm not the same as you, I'm different, or something he said. So I came over there about 30 minutes later, and I saw 18 on the screen. And I'm just gonna guess, you can guess whose side it was on. It's not, like, if you're familiar with the matchup and you're a good player, like, I think you'll just figure it out. It just happens. You just get around it. So, but like also, maybe they're speaking bad than the SoCal Shadow use. I don't know, maybe.
I kind of agree actually with what you're saying. Like, I played infinite amount of games Princess Lane, and nowadays it's like, I'm not really, especially if just you're running the mill style, I'm not really worried about sweat anymore because I'm just used to it. How do you say, it's a trial by fire because you just lose so much. Like, okay, at some point I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do, and then it becomes like a routine. And like, you can make it really hard for her, even when you don't have a good matchup. But yeah.
Or even something as simple as just, even like if you don't use the sidewalk left approach, if you just really turtle hard, it's very hard for her to beat you. Because it's in FR it's easier because of LP43, but still LP43. Do you know how fast my heart beats every time I run over to somebody and just raw LP3? Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Because otherwise, there's no way to do anything to you. All around the moves are, if you're just blocking, they're not tricky. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're just backdashing away, which is like when I play Speed Kicks doesn't have to worry about anything. Speed Kicks doesn't even like the matchup of Xiaoyu versus Marl. But when we play a matchup, he just turtles, and then I chase him and I die. You know what I mean?
That's the only way you gotta make a turtle.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And he doesn't do, he does move and steps and things too, but for the most part, it's just maintaining that space. And anytime I go into LP, I immediately backdash cancel away, because she doesn't really have anything to reach you. And if she starts being bold enough to dash at you, when she's in the LP, kill her. You know what I mean? If you do that more than once, if you do that one time and kill somebody with it, I'll be like, good stuff. If you do that twice to somebody and they eat it, they're tripping. You're not supposed to sit there that long. Do something. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But I think that's part of her strength too. It's just that she's moving and people freeze. Some people freeze when you do a lot of moving. So, But if you know what she's doing, then that movement means nothing. Boom. Get you out of here.
Interesting.
get your hop kicks. Especially Lily. Lily has a great hop kick for Shogun. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like some characters will have so little to risk, and I have to risk like -13 every time I think she's gonna go on AOP.
-13? That's not bad. Okay, so if you have like being the top player that you are, and you're in that matchup, and like the scenario where you think that she's gonna AOP, how many times are you really gonna be wrong? What, 4 in a round? 4 shoulders, if they punch properly, will not kill you. You'll still, what? And it's way killing her, because I tell you what, even if I block the hop kicks and punish, I'm not going into AOP anymore.
It's not really the shoulder, it's more like 1 down 2 into mix up shit, especially if she has rage, then you're at a really bad scenario.
No, but then, to me, in my Link playing mind, if I was playing against that, I would say, I'm just instant low parrying every time. I'm spamming low parry block, if she has rage at all times. Anytime she goes back there, that's all you do. And you can also walk the rage art also to the left. That's more difficult. But that's like something you'd be doing. You'd already be doing it or whatever. But always just check low parry. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you go back there in rage, that gets out of habit. So, like, I feel like that's just something that people are going to be doing, maybe like 2 months down the line. But it's like if she get rage and she's back there and just die from the ultimate moves.
Can you walk her rage drive in T7 though? Because I haven't seen it walk myself, but
I have to tell you the truth. Like, I haven't seen it. That's just in theory. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because T7 back turn down 3 is actually a new move, so the tracking might be a little bit different than like tag, for example.
Yeah. Well, I know that they changed the animation line. It's like off the ground.
Right.
Like more. But like I'm not sure. But I guess that's something that can be left on the second or whatever.
Yeah.
Just like check low parry is the answer. Just check if she's got rage.
Yeah, that's a good option.
It's like, especially because some people play like that all the time. Like whenever they're not doing moves, they're always doing low parry sidewalk block, low parry sidewalk block, low parry sidewalk block. You know what I mean? So it's like, and if you continue to do that in those situations, I think a lot of the fear of that move will dissipate.
Yeah.
That's just from my perspective.
See.
Yeah, Brian's got the same orbital, so I'm going airborne. If I skip action, I'm going airborne. If he does back turn 4 on me, that's great. I didn't die from rage drive. I'm going airborne.
No. If they happen to catch you on a check low parry with a back turn 4, good job. They're fucking awesome. It's gonna happen all the time. That's not gonna happen.
But if you're airborne and she does back turn 1s, you're in for a combo.
That's low. It's like, I want to say either 16 or 18 frames.
But
and it's walking to the left.
But back turn down 3 is 16 frames.
Is it?
Yeah, in T7. I don't know about tag, but yeah, it's hella fast.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, it's like at least let me put it this way. In tag, if she's back turn, you can walk everything she does, except for Kali roll, and some stance characters can get out the way. But so in Kali roll, that's a free back turn. Whatever you get, that's -11. That's 11 frames because she's 11 frame punishable in the back. Some characters get 10 hits. So you get big damage to blocking the Kali roll. And people don't punish Kali roll like you're supposed to. You know what I mean? They like try hop kicks and all this other random stuff. Down 4-2s. Yeah. It's like do what's guaranteed. 11 frames. Whatever your 10 frame, do your biggest stuff off 10 frames.
Hey Gio, let's share some secret information. Did you know if Xiaoyu does Kali roll and Brian does low soccer kick, her Kali roll, like, it crushes the low soccer kick. Did you know that?
Well, it's not.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a concrete explanation, but I looked at it on, frame by frame on a video, that I recorded,
Yeah.
and it looks like her Cali roll goes in between Brian's legs as he's kicking. So it looks like this. She went.
She just skips his whole leg.
Yeah, she just skipped his whole leg. I was like, I don't believe it.
I can believe it because, like, I know definitely, like, balls down back 3.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've Cali rolled under a ball down back 3 before.
That's amazing.
that's
It's like the swinging lows. Swinging lows have, like, some kind of weird thing with Cali roll. I don't know. Like, sometimes you will be very angry for doing it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I learned the hard way. No more little soccer kid for Keith Baxter.
I'm sorry, King, go ahead.
Here's something you might or might not have known. So you know how Ling's backturn parry is a lot faster now, right? In 7.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, the backturn parry. So you can't like hop kicks usually guaranteed in tag 2, but she can parry that now. But her backturn parry activates so much earlier now that, for example, if somebody gets you with a certain strings, like for example, Kazuya 1 2 4 3, on hit you could parry the last hit of 1 2 4 3.
No, you are giving me knowledge right now.
Yep.
Hey, look, you're gonna need you to do some more talking about Link.
Also, like
remember.
like Heihachi, where it is 1 back 2 4, you could parry the 4.
What?
Yeah, in T7
On hit?
on hit.
Oh, yo.
Yep.
So that's actually something that in tag 2 I don't use that often. I usually only use parry, like backturn situations when I'm afraid I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? So like, with that being the case, I definitely need to put that in the arsenal some more.
Yeah, just an example. So like, some people will have like, a 10 frame, 11 frame string, whatever, with a slower move at the end. She can mostly parry like that type of stuff.
Okay.
Or someone does like even Ling, like 1 down 2 and then back turn 4. She could parry the 4.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. See, that I did not know. So like, in those situations, it's probably better to just go for a hop kick if you have a string that she can parry while she's back.
Well, the string.
Even if it's probably no guarantee.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Well,
I didn't know either. Now you can only do, no more fancy stuff. You only get your punish.
Like I remember, man, I was playing James one time.
You could
I did a cafe roll, and he hit me with the whole long chip. And I was like, oh, well, I'm never going to caught it.
You could test this out in 7.0. It works in 7.0 too. So
Okay.
so when you go to the arcade next time, you could use that to your advantage.
Definitely, I appreciate that. You may hate me for that one day. I don't know what's going to be like Evo or something. You may be like, never told that guy.
Yeah.
Nah, man. That's good. That's definitely good information, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Let's see. I think one other character that I personally really hate playing against is not really Lily, but the mirror match. So mirror match Lily is like a super cancerous. I mean, a lot of people. So it's weird because I'll talk to Tekken players. Some people like mirror matches against their own characters, and then some people will like absolutely hate it. I'm just one of those.
I love images, man. I love images.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like exercise and punishment. Really, that's really. It's just like I play the characters, so it's like show me, like what I'm saying. And also, like I like mirrors because people that play Link, well, maybe the Link mirror specifically, is usually the Link is crazy. So I just don't be crazy, and I usually win. That's why people are like, man, your Link is not flash. She doesn't flip and wave at people and taunt. Oh, you're right. So I probably like to win instead of getting countered, rolling around the ground. Good.
Hey, one one of the big tournaments a long time ago, I remember there were a lot of Link players, and it might have been that 2007 Evo, but I remember like there's a room where a bunch of Link players were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, were you a part of that?
Yeah. I think it was 2007. But it was up in like NorCal's room, and it was like me, JT Chinoy, Link Massacre. Yeah, we all did like some decent money matches up there. Like I think the lowest match was like $50. So I played JT Chinoy for 50. I beat him 5-2. Then I played Link Massacre for 100.
Oh snap!
I lost 10-8. But it was fun. No. I played JMS. That time I played JMS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I lost to JMS 10-8. But this is messed up. Okay. Now I also had Way Gamble and Zach, one of those EGL players, in the room with me for the money match. So they they were imbibing me at the time, and they were like, "Oh, well, you get this. You're Geo and you're awesome." And I was like, "I'm trying to be awesome." They were talking shit to me while I was playing. Like during the money match, why you hit my ass? We give up. So they thought it was great, and I was going to get solid and win. But I was just listening to them, and I guess fucking me, it was like 10-8. And I'm like, and then it was funny too, because like Naps was in there, Jimmy was in there, and like for the match, he was like, "Yeah, man, I think you got him. Go ahead, so him up." And then like I lost JMS, I looked over at Jimmy, he was just like,
Damn.
yeah. But it was going down. Yeah, but I played. I lost both my $100 money matches.
Ouch.
Man, I lost to JMS 10-8, and I lost to Link Master 10-8, and Tekken 6-2. Yeah, I played both. I played all three of those guys in high stakes money matches.
Interesting. The stuff that people don't normally hear about.
Yeah, but I played JMS, JT Chinoy at Evo, and I played Link Master at Final Round. That was funny too. This is a funny story because like there was a bunch of shit talk going back and forth, mostly from my side. Before I played Justin, Link Master, and so they gave us our own stage. We had the money up, so the crowd was there, and like when we were going to the first games, like back and forth, it was like 2-2 or something. Then I jumped out to like a 5-2 lead, and then the crowd went away. All my hype was going up, and it was lost.
What?
There was no more hype.
Oh, damn.
Lose on the big screen, nobody watching.
That sucks.
It wasn't good. Oh man. Yeah, the Massey Pixel in the chat from Link America. Yeah, Pixel was part of that too. I this is when I still lived in Tennessee. I drove to Dalton, Georgia, which is like 2.5 hours from me, to play him in a first to 5 for $50.
Wow.
Because he hated every strategy that I had on TZ.
Oh,
like,
the beef.
And he would say whatever I said was terrible. Every strategy. So I was like, look, man, I'm gonna play. I'm like, where you are, not that far. Let's go. First set, or first spot. So we played, and like, I beat him or whatever. But it was closer than I thought it was gonna. No, what's his first name? He's in the chat. I see him. But I think it was first name. First spot. But it was like $50 to $40, something like that. But yeah, I ended up drilling him and shit. So I was like, yeah, my strats are good. Do not be coming behind me on TV and refuting anything I say. I didn't do that because he's a really nice guy. He's cool. It was first spot. I see him. But yeah, he told me, this guy, Pixel, you're going to have to eat this now because you're in chat. He told me the LP43 was seeable to block or punish or whatever, punish or low parry on reaction. And I was like, that is not true. The people, if you're getting LP43 low parry every time you get it, you are fucked. Because that move is not sealable. And he would all say, no, Gio, that's not right. It is sealable. I was like, bro, for real? And he never gave me credit for that. I wouldn't be supposed to say, you're in chat, how do you feel about that, bro? And 4-3 unseeable. I want to hear your opinion now. Probably 10 years later. Well, however long that was ago.
Oh, do you feel it's seeable?
No.
AOP sweep.
No.
Do you know what tells me it's not seeable? How many times I hit people with this? That tells me it's that big, slow, wow! That tells me that 4-3 is not seeable.
I agree with you. However, our last week guest, OFDP, will disagree.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now, me and OFDP, we played a few times in tournaments and whatnot, but I can't remember the last match that we played in Tekken 6 in Knoxville, Tennessee, in a nightclub that I turned into a Tekken.
Nightclub, huh?
I first 5 OFDP, and I did defeat him 5-2 if I recall correctly. But then he beat me in the tournament, so it didn't matter. Come on, you didn't even go to that. You didn't go to that KT. It was like the one I ran, one of the janky ones in Knoxville.
I went to one. Yes, I did. I mean, it may have been.
The nightclub?
Yeah. It was one of those. It was like a Mexican themed nightclub, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I was there.
That's the one. Who won that? Fighting Gym?
I think so. Yeah. That was one that he took a whole lot of pride in for some reason.
Because it was a tournament run by me, man. I put a lot of love into that.
I forget who was like. He almost didn't he get put into the losers for like Shinblade or something?
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then, and that was also a tournament where Shinblade beat Pokechop, and that's when Pokechop was really good.
No, Bruce was really good.
Oh wow! What a shot! I wasn't even ready for that one. He said, no, it was Bruce. Well, I'm looking forward to watching him play with so much anticipation, because I'm like, all right, brother, you ain't get back to the normal.
So, I don't mean, I'm not trying to do this show. He's got good, what's the word? Good instincts. Good instincts a lot of times. Like, he's got the instinct. But I think you can really just turtle the shit out of him. That's the biggest.
Yeah. He does too much. That's what man. He does too much to get killed.
Yeah, but no, he could sort of like pick up on how you play. And once if he figures it out, then it's okay. But in like a quick set, and then like the scene in general in Tekken 6 in America, and there were only a handful of people that were even really worth mentioning all that much. And I sure as fuck wasn't one of them at the time. But like, I mean, everybody's seen like videos of him just beating the shit out of Core. Core had like the biggest mental block against that dude. Watching him play against Core and just watching how angry he would get. I mean, everybody's seen the fucking MLG videos. Oh my god.
Tony, I don't care what anybody says. No one gets actually angry like that. That's not real.
That was real. Yes, it was. The very first time I ever met Core. God, that shit was real. That was real. Yes, I swear to God. Yeah, that shit was real. Because the very first time the set is still on YouTube. We did a first 10 at Crow's house in T5DR, and he had told me that he didn't even know who I was, and I had gone down to Houston, and you talked to him. He asked you beforehand because he knew you. It's like, this guy's coming to town, is he good? It's like, yeah, he's kind of, I remember that you told him that he's kind of solid. He doesn't have a whole lot of experience against different characters. It'll kind of surprise you sometimes. Like, he's solid enough. And I was beating him. We were actually going back and forth. We ended up being 10-9 at the end. The entire time he was pounding his fist on the fucking floor. Crow was coming upstairs, telling dude to stop, like saying, what the fuck, dude? You're waking my mom up. He was pounding his fist on the floor, pounding his feet on the floor, and I think you can say whatever you want to about the man. Now he's a fucking family man, so he's got like whatever. I got a kid, fuck y'all. But yeah, at the time, dude, that was real back then. That goes all the way back to the T5 days. That is real. I promise. What was that?
No, for real. Someone told me that. We're not going to discuss that. We're moving on. Back to what you were talking about.
Told you what?
Told me that Cora was a Trump supporter. Now,
he'll tell you that, man. He's going to tell you that.
Oh my God. Okay.
I think he's more of he's like in the middle on, sort of says, let's take the issue as the issue instead of just like go straight to Trump. But
No, fool, what I wanted to was like, let's not talk about that no more.
No, that's okay. That's fine. I'm just saying, Facebook, just go read, if your friends is on Facebook, then just go read Facebook, talk to them. This is not a political show. Yeah.
But I just like reading beef between tech and players online. Speaking of, have y'all seen the little beef? I feel like I'm Wendy Williams. Have y'all seen the beef today between Jeremiah Walker and some guy from Atlanta? New guy. I can't remember his name. What's his name?
Jeremy Weaver. That's son of L. Son of the L. Son of L.
How can we win if we can't get along at all? What's going on?
Hey, but who's instigating here?
It's Jeremiah Walker because he's attention, be known by people. So I'm not mad at him. I did the same thing when I was young. Talk shit to everybody. Somebody gonna see you. But
so here's the thing with Jerry. Like every time I run into him online, like a Facebook thing or Twitch or whatever, like he was. I mean, you can see some of the shit he was saying, whatever. But like, if you just talk to each other real like people offline, it's not a problem. Like it is all front part of like having fun with the shit.
Yeah.
But there are people that don't get that because they haven't been like when I used to be a hot-headed little asshole when I was like 18 or 19. Like I would get emo over the stupid shit.
So much better.
Still are.
So I grew up. My balls dropped and I'm straight. So I mean, like, that's it. You just become an adult after a little bit. You let the shit fly, and then everybody's good. It's kind of like there's certain players that can't take any kind of criticism whatsoever, which just like makes the trolls, jump on your ass even more. Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't. I when I went to school, like I grew up in an area where you would get checked on a regular basis for doing whatever the fuck you were doing. So if you didn't learn how to take that shit, then your life in the FGC is going to be a short-lived one because it's
short.
Very short. Very short.
That's like especially like here in Atlanta because I remember when I was still living in Tennessee and I used to come here, dog, and I thought I was going to play the front of the games. Mean bullies who told me how bad I was at tech. And I couldn't even play some people. Some people wouldn't even play me. They were just there like, nah. Like, you drove help me out the street, come play? Nah. So you get to play who you could, and you get to work your way up, you know what I mean? But it's a long road, it's just real.
Yeah, my first experience ever meeting you was you were chilling at Wolf Chase, playing Team 5.0, I believe.
Memphis.
Yeah. Memphis Team 5.0. And you had no idea who I was. I didn't know who the fuck you were. And you had swapped to Raven to play me for some goddamn reason. And then, so we all made these assumptions, and then you threw around on me on purpose, and then you lost. And then you were talking shit after it.
What did I say?
It wasn't that bad, but it was like, man, this dude don't know. If you throw around against somebody, they're supposed to let you win. It's like, that was my first.
Stop denying.
I was like 18 at the time. I don't remember.
I don't know, but I do remember that I used to, going to Wolf Chase and playing was like a highlight of most of my days.
Yeah.
Like when I'd be up there, we be playing or whatever, and then so you're familiar with everybody that plays. So then I saw you come up there, and I was like, who's this white dude here?
Especially in Memphis, right? One of the very few, right?
No, it's because he had a card. And you know what I'm saying?
And walking up with a pad in my hand, yeah.
Yeah, he had a pad and he had a card. And then he hit me some kind of thing with a delayed hop kick from Jen, and I looked at him, I was like, who's this man? What is this? He's going the other way. What's going on?
No, I thought I did, so.
And then, but yeah, we turned up on him after that, so.
First time I ever played you in tournament, you were playing Brian at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Brian player, huh?
He didn't leave. I was listening to the audio while I was trying to fix my laptop. Like he didn't believe. I knew back then you didn't believe in league either. So I already knew about that. So when you started talking about that, I was like, yeah, I know. So I already didn't have the most beautiful image of the way back then, the way you were talking, because you were throwing matches against me and shit. And then the next time I met you was at another KIT tournament that Ian was throwing. And the next thing I heard you say, you were talking to Mick saying, we're going to split the pot, right? And so I'm like, yeah, that was long. That was 5-0, man. That's right, like right after it was launched. So y'all were talking about splitting the pot.
Split the pot.
I don't think anybody knew how retarded Steve was at the time.
Yeah. No, that you knew that you were good with Steve.
I wasn't good with Steve. I just knew like the three things I needed to do, and that was game. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. Back when Steve had launching, when Brian had launching back one.
That's great.
No, that was because that was the tournament. Okay, that was the tournament where who got second, like Cordie?
I got second actually.
Who won?
Double June.
Oh, Matt won. Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow. Old school.
I had never played. He was playing Christie, and I had never ever played a capo with in that game at all. So.
Actually, for those who don't know, the actual creator of KIT was Devil June, old school Christie that beat Cody in this tournament.
Interesting.
Yeah, the first one in the nutshell. Like tag one, and then like Uncomfortable and Slips and them were there, and so Matt went to their hotel to play Tekken with them, but he was like a teenager at the time, like 15, 16, but he didn't tell his parents where he was going. So then his parents like called the police and everything, and they came to came to the hotel room and found him with Uncomfortable and Slips and them, and then still Bad Boy. And then they were like questioning them about the sticks and stuff. They're like, what's this all about? We play video games, you know. It's like a long time ago, so it was even weirder then, you know what I mean? But then he called, they ended up taking him home or something. He got home some kind of way. But yeah, that was one of the funny early Tekken stories. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, so is Cody's face frozen or is he just? He's listening really hard. What's happening?
Not sure. He's on a...
Probably lost connection, yeah.
Oh, rip. I'm sure he'll be back.
I just tried to win the Alright. Oh, maybe this is okay. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, so I didn't get to say which characters that I despise fighting. Although I did speak a little bit about Huron, and I don't like fighting at all. I try to watch his feet to tell when he's in left foot forward and right foot forward, and that only makes me more confused when he does moves. He's like, you can LP all of it. I'm like, not really, because I don't know when to LP. So I just take a lot of L's from strings. If you start stringing it up, especially in Rage and Tag 2, string it up. I'm as good as dead, bro. You don't even have to be good for wrong. Go pick up strings. Kill me. He's back. What's up, bro?
Yo, sorry about that. I'm still having a laptop issue. I haven't used this laptop in like 6 months, and I started it up, and it said, you know how a lot of times you get like a crash program, and it says, this is not responding. You want to stop it or wait. Well, like earlier, the fucking said it said. Program not responding, what do you want to do? And then the program was not responding, says Microsoft Windows. Like, fuck, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? So, yeah, anyways, I've been working issues with that for like the last hour and a half trying to fix it. But hopefully we're stable now, my bad.
It's all good. Yeah, so I don't like Chrome. Because,
I'm sorry, what did I miss? It seems like you, I think earlier because you had asked those guys the characters they didn't like, so you're going back to yours now, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going back to mine now.
Okay, alright.
If you're above warrior level online, you can beat me in a tournament match. That's true. I'm just asking though, but like when I play against Korong and the other character who I despise late, who I hope is not in Tech 7 ever. Yeah, I don't play those characters very well. So I just stay up outside the screen. I become a super turtle, and I don't do anything until they whiff. And then if they don't whiff ever, I run up in their face and find a way to die.
Here's a question. How do you feel about each of our characters? So Brian, Lily, Kazuya.
How do I rate them?
How do you feel about them?
I only don't like Kazuya. And the only reason I don't like Kazuya is because part. I know, right? That's an awesome dance, and it's also weird at the same time. It's all right. You can escape handcuffs like that.
That's how I just don't get into him to begin with. Well, this is how I don't get into him, right? But then,
No, but okay. But back to why I hate Kazuya. Because when I play Mischievous, I look to duck electrics with either ALP or just a normal duck, and take advantage of it. When I play Kazuya's, they're trying to do electrics and I get down 4-2 before I cover it. I don't like the character for one reason, and it's very good against ALP. So I'm concentrating on that character for that one reason. And then also, I get hit by a lot of 4-4-3s, and then it makes it all good. But yeah,
I think since you speak to say Kazuya, like specifically, last time I think I even played you at all in Tekken was at the KIT and Tech 2 last year, right?
no, fool.
We didn't play 87, did we?
Yeah, we did. We played at CEO 7. We played not in tournament. Casual.
It must not have been a big set then. It must have been like only.
Last year, casual.
I honestly don't
I think.
recall. I don't think we did. Okay, I just do not remember.
Stop, man! I told you, bro. This mess with your some ginkgo biloba.
If it's something that's memory based, I'm gonna go ahead and blame that on the work shit this week. So. I'm streaming from Texas right now, so because I'm out here on work, so.
Facebook. I was very salty to see your play on Facebook.
Oh, that's so good, especially because Florida has no good barbecue, man.
It looks dope, bro.
And I'm in the one major city in Texas that apparently doesn't have like a real Tekken scene. Like there's Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, all have at least 3 or 4 people with names that you could go and chill at their house and where they get something together for you. And Austin though.
Oh, that's what all the music is and stuff.
Yes. There's lots of stuff going on. It just ain't Tekken. But in a few weeks that might change. But right now with 7, it's just apparently not there.
Are you there for an extended amount of time?
No, I got here on Monday, and I'm leaving tomorrow.
Okay. Let's come up to the bathroom real quick. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right.
Take a look.
Yeah, take the mic with you. Damn, that dude is big.
So how's
He's bigger every time I see him, and so is the ass he just showed us.
so it looks like you're enjoying Texas, huh?
I don't get to see any of it because I'm stuck in a freaking radiation chamber shooting radiation at some computers the whole time. Yeah. I've worked 57 hours already this week.
What? It's only like Wednesday.
I know.
Oh, where are they? If I do that, if I finish stream, I can just be able to jump over to or so.
I assume somebody's playing Soul Calibur over there.
Lol.
Yes, sir.
You.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I did that every class.
No, that's cool. Go ahead, play Soul. You're good.
I wonder what version they're playing.
Sounds like 5.
Yeah, I would know.
Yeah.
I don't know SE2.
So, while he's gone, what topics? I mean, did you guys go into anything? I listened to a lot of it, but was there any like big topic you guys were talking about while I wasn't available?
Well, I was gonna say we went over our characters we dislike playing.
Yeah.
That was pretty key, and we were just getting to Geo and characters he disliked. I think that's about it. Besides the intro and all that.
So since we're all here, I've got a couple requests from different people to kind of touch base on the King J situation, the collusion.
Ooh.
That's hilarious, bro.
So
Let's try not to roast anybody, but yeah, let's get an opinion.
Hey, man, do I ever roast anybody, Cody?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna roast them.
Absolutely. Okay.
Oh, you gotta be alright. Sing just a light roast.
Okay.
Get some ears.
I think the host needs to be a little bit objective, or else the show is not going to last that damn long. But our guest, you lay it in, man.
No, but this is what I was gonna say. Collusion in FGC has been around as long as the FGC has been around, because usually the better people are going to have to run into each other at some point, and so like when you go to other arenas or other scenes and stuff, you're gonna collude with the people that you care with. So like running into you in the brackets, the person who has the best chance of making it, then you should go to losers. Stronger players should go to losers, and let the weaker players stay in winners and move on. But that's something that everybody's done for forever. Whether it may be a plot split or picking a weak character or not a main on purpose. It was like making RTD back in EVO, where no one could beat them. So at Soul Calibur, what was it, 2? No one could beat them, so they just went to the finals and played garbage characters and played upset, like not seriously. That was collusion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a thing on they made a whole thing about it. Actually got on like G4 back when G4 was a TV channel people actually watched. And it was the Soul Calibur scam of 2004. What the fuck? The Soul Calibur scam? Like, what is it?
Because I was like, I was there. That was one of the.
Let's see if I can find the video.
Yeah, the video. That was one of the first tournaments that I first EVOs that I went to, and they were bullying. There were people bullying at the crowd during the finals, like because they both picked like ball load or something. They picked all characters and fought the finals, and people were like, "Bullying, garbage! You're not playing for real. This is not a show." So people didn't play. But people play a lot.
So do you think?
Yeah, but like as far as he goes, like I watched his Kotaku interview and I watched the one that was on the Tech Gamer. Shout out to Aziz, what's up, brother? Yeah, and he turned me off for what he said because it was like he was like, "Hey man, J-Wong and them do this. J-Wong and them, I'm sure do it, but they do it a lot better than you did. Because if you're gonna do something, make it believable. What's that word? Verisimilitude. There was none of that in that performance. That man got hit by 3 running 1+2s from Gigas for no reason. He just boo, boo, and then he got up and walked over to him and stood there. No one does that. So we all understand that it was collusion, and we all understand that it happens all the time. Bro, you got caught, so you did a bad job at doing that. You know what I mean? Because like, but you know what I'm saying. So he think he's gonna have to take the consequences of his action. Hopefully, it won't be like a long ban. You know, hopefully he can get back to it and be playing him. So yeah, but he wasn't doing that either.
But for whatever they did, I mean, if they're trying to maintain integrity, something needed to happen. But I don't know that removal from all future events is the right method.
Yeah, hopefully it's not that long.
That's pretty extreme.
I would think it would be fine if it was just for the one tournament they were trying to get into. What was that? They said May 14th for the UK tournament. So if I think at least better for that, that should be a enough lesson. You know what I mean? Just, bro, there's so many better ways to collude. Like, bro, at least tell him, I'm always going to get hit by this move. Don't do it a whole lot, but do it. And I'm going to always get hit by it. And so you get hit by it, or you just don't space as well as you normally would.
Yeah.
Don't high in the spring. Don't punish this.
We are. Here we are discussing the proper method of colluding.
It would have been better for him to DQ himself before the match. Like, I'm not feeling well.
Yeah. That's like, I'm going to try to kill you with a double punch or a duck and kill me or some shit.
Yeah. But you can't really do something that complicated because that's what they got fucked up for too. Because they had like footage of them like whispering to each other before the match started or something.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So it's yeah, don't do that. You can't do that because that takes too much. I'm sure it will look great, but everybody will see. So after the first downfall, sidestep left, but then block. No,
that's a little too far. I'm just saying. I don't support this shit. All I'm saying is there could be something that, people try to end shit with grabs sometimes or something. And you just be like, I'm going to try to do like a long range throw, which has this big ass animation or something. Just duck it, fuck me out. And then,
just never break throws. I'm going to grab shit at you.
Yeah. I don't support this shit. All I'm saying is it was pretty fucking obvious. It was obvious as hell.
And I'm all about the purity of the competitive sports attacking, and I do not support collusion.
Yeah.
That's
and he says, smile.
I'm going to look like an idiot here. I didn't watch the footage, but I mean, after I saw the pic of him whispered in the dude's ear, that was kind of suspect. So, I'm sure, it is what it is, and he did it. But yeah, I agree. What you said about the just DQing yourself, you can do that for a million reasons. Like, I gotta take, I'm feeling sick. That's real understandable. That's it.
I gotta go. I'll be back in 10 minutes, but I gotta go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta go for the rest of the tournament. Listen.
Yeah, I gotta go for the rest.
I mean,
openly admit, I have attempted. I'm not going to do it. Never got that far, but I did have conspiracies with some players about colluding near the end for the pot splits, and they never came to fruition. That's not bad. But
is that your feeling? To collude and then not make it to your hold up your end of the bargain?
That's right.
That's the worst feeling. That's happened to me before.
Even then, you could just say, let's play for real, and then at the end, I lose. It's not even hard to lose. You just do something, it should have been that obvious, so. Rip?
Yeah, that was bad. That was bad acting for sure, yeah.
Can you imagine you're colluding with somebody, right? And not this exactly thing happened to me, but this is worse thing that's happened to me. You're with your homeboy, y'all pretty good, you're expecting to win, but he's you're a little stronger than him. So you're okay, I'm gonna go to the losers bracket, and I'm gonna clean everybody, and I'll see you in the finals. You only gotta fight 2 more people, you should be good. And then you don't make it back to the finals, that's yucky. You know what I mean? That's a bad feeling.
That's fine, it's just you still gotta win before you lose the money.
Yeah, but that's pretty presumptuous, right? That's pretty cocky.
Yeah, I know the feeling, Gio.
I know some people with that.
He made a really good point in the chat. How much do you think Namco is to blame here? Because, we had this kind of.
Not completely to blame, bro. Yeah, because, look, if they would just say, if you win the tournament, you can't. If you go back to the tournament, just like the Wizard World here, you have to give up.
You risk your spot. Yeah.
It solves everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
wasn't a rule saying you could give up the spot?
No, there wasn't such rule for the UK.
Okay, I know about that.
Yeah. So it's why not just go and mess up everybody's day, ruin everybody's day? I will hop in on there too. I mean, many people that can. Now, somebody, I was reading the Facebook thread, and somebody brought up something about, there was some tournament, I'm not sure which one they were speaking of in particular, but like they said Harris entered, and he beat a bunch of people, and then like he DQ'd himself or something.
Oh, that was at the last chance qualifiers.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But
There were some other people that felt some kind of way about it while we were there too.
Yeah, that was cool, but I would definitely do something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, you probably would. And you'd be the one running the tournament. You'd be like, all right, I got shit to do. I'm out. Bye.
I got ready to make this month, man. I got to win this tournament. What do you mean I don't get 3 buys?
What I heard is that Eris just didn't want to. He didn't want to play, in the actual big tournament.
Well, he was. Well, this is the king of the actors thing. I mean, he was, slated to be. He's on the staff, being paid for commentary.
Yeah.
So he wasn't going to be able to do both. But he was like, I just want to be a gatekeeper. And it's like, okay.
So, in an awesome way, but it's definitely.
So I didn't care. It didn't affect me. But
it's like,
whatever.
If you get a gate kept like that, in a way, if you won, there'd be no complaints, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I agree. It's kind of, we should have more clarity overall with all these events coming forward on whether or not, if you're qualifying for some national spot or something, you shouldn't just be gatekeeping so easily or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Like, the bottom line, you're supposed to win. You know what I mean? If you can be the gatekeeper, like I said earlier, it's an unfair world. Get used to it. Deal with it, brother. Right? If you get gatekept, that's kind of your fault. The cook reached in. Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He's staring at me so hard. Like I don't know, it's his phone.
I just think maybe Eris just wanted to play. That's how I have a feeling.
I mean, but I'm not really hating because, like, seriously, like, I mean, if you can't beat that man, you don't deserve to win. You know what I mean? If he's better than you and he keeps you from getting into the qualifier for the tournament, then you're not gonna win the tournament. It's as simple as that, really, to me. But I mean, on a human level, it is probably upsetting, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, what you can do.
I kind of understand it. I guess it'd be totally different if it was like JDCR gatekeeping.
Oh man, people be like, get the pitchforks ready, Like, when it's something like that. Like, remember when people were up in arms over our SoCal arcade qualifiers, and they said JDCR was coming, and we were all on pitchforks. Everyone's like, no, you can't play the U.S. qualifiers. Because he's not from the U.S.
That was actually in New York, if I remember correctly.
Oh, was it the New York one?
Yeah, because Bloodhawk was the one who made the post, like,
No, right? Like long ago.
Yeah.
Yes, Tattoo Arcade.
No, this is T7.
That was 7.0.
It was 7.0, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, tunnel vision memory.
Yeah. They had a Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. Which I thought was very... I'm like, why would you not... Like, we have Dave Buster's in Atlanta. Like, this is like probably the highest concentration of players. Well, I guess it's New York City. So, they said, they don't really care how many tech players there.
If you're not NYC or Cali, you don't matter, man.
Yeah.
Are there more players in NYC than ATL?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro.
No way.
You got an army.
You could fill like a big ass lecture hall or something if you actually had with players from ATL. If you actually got everybody to come out.
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
Everybody who comes from time.
Yeah, and that qualifier in New York had like not that many fucking people in it. Like it really wasn't, from what I remember seeing pictures, videos of. I was there, like the weekend it came out that they got the location test. I was actually in Boston, and Still Electric and I drove out there, and there were some people. There was a line, but people were playing like one off, and then being like, "Oh, I played it. Okay, I'm leaving." It's like, okay, well that ain't shit. Like, that's not what happened in like Atlanta. Those dudes be there just get back in line and yell and scream, trying to make people get fucked up so they get off the game faster.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because that's one thing. Even in casual, if you can't deal with heckling, you're not gonna make it here. Because then it's like, there's none of that. Can you please not talk about like you can get clowned and then continue to talk?
It'll be worse. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. Like, you know, if you show emotion like against trolls, like you're done. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And Atlanta will teach you that shit real fast.
Hey, that's not like, look, you see the man Anakin is born a fire, dog. Like, you see him in the tournament, dog, his face doesn't change for a reason. He's not giving you any cues. That's how he feels, dog. He's just like, I got this strange face for you. I may scratch my forehead or something. But pretty much, I'm just going to be looking at the string and look disinterested.
Yeah, raise the shit a little bit and look downstream.
You know what I mean? He's been through the fire, dog. He's been through people. Because this is even when he was like 12, 13 years old. I'm talking about grown men. You sorry? Yeah, let me go, man. You can't beat me. I'm like, whoa, slow down. He's a child. He may be better than you, but he's a kid. Don't talk to him like that. You know what I mean? So for years, he's grown up. He's like, he has fucking ironclad resolve.
Yeah, there's not a lot you guys haven't heard from each other.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So when you go to a different scene and you get hecklers from some other state, if, you know, one of, you know, somebody comes out, it's nowhere on the level of what people have dealt with down there.
And it does, you don't hear it. You don't hear it.
Yeah.
For here.
Well, half the time it's not in English anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, I mean, it really is just a bunch of noise. So, but even the noise can distract a lot of people. So.
It's not English.
So yeah, that's what I've said before. Like, you know, when you get like Asians coming over and people are yelling at them, they could give, you know, half of a fuck because it's just noise to them half the time. Because I'm sure you can tune out a language that's not your primary language way easier than you can because you start hearing words and you start thinking about it. You like it filters in and you comprehend it, but then it takes your look off screen just to think about it.
There's no mercy for anybody, no international players, because like I remember, pretty much the South and tournaments they stick together. So even if you're not from Atlanta, if you're from Tennessee or Georgia somewhere, if you're playing somebody from outside the region, you're gonna have the fan support. You know,
that's kind of the thing. Like, you know, I'm originally obviously from Tennessee, same like you, but when I would go to Atlanta, when I was playing against somebody from outside the Southeast. Then everybody was behind me. As soon as you play against somebody from Atlanta, that shit goes out the window. It's the priority ladder. So if you're playing against somebody from, you know, if I were playing against somebody from like Cali, you know, like back in the T5 DR days, then all of Atlanta and all of like fucking Alabama, like the 3 people they got, and Mississippi, Tennessee, and North Carolina would all be behind me. Then as soon as I play for somebody from Atlanta, I ain't shit no more. You know, it's time to throw me right off the boat, like shake my fucking chair when I'm actually trying to do something. I'm like the controller if I'm about to win. They don't give a fuck.
At best, if that's your dude or whatever, but he's still fighting money, you just quiet. You know, you just like.
Yeah, right. You just let it go. You let it go.
You just watch. Like, I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Right.
Oh yeah, so I beat Lil Maz in the final round, so I'm pretty good.
He lost to both Lings. He lost to you and Princess Ling.
Oh.
Back to back. And he wasn't even doing the he wasn't even trying to play anti-Ling. He forgot how to play anti-Ling.
Did you see the match?
It was terrible.
I did it 3 times.
He wouldn't do shit. Like King against Ling in this game is not a fun matchup from what I've heard. But he wasn't even doing the stuff that he has to do. I was very surprised. I think he was distracted because he's walking around with his lady.
Yeah, he was on the hand, super close. Like it was like,
yeah. It's like he knew he was in the land of poachers, man.
Running around, banners, saying congratulations, we love each other. That's all. So yeah, so it was distracted. But it's okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, and then, you know, this, after I beat him,
oh shit!
In the background, what up, G? screen.
Hey!
Oh, free button. Hey, we're doing the podcast, man. Yeah, so, yeah.
You didn't even finish the thought there, but
I was going with it, but, okay, now I remember now. Okay, so after I beat Little Magic, I then played Weapon X. And for those who don't know, I cannot fight Katarina to save my life. Every time I played Tekken 7 in tournament before final round, every loss was to Katarina. Like, everyone. I lost no other player but Katarina. So, what I did, I cheated. I went to Mystic Bill before the match, and I was like, bruh, you beat my ass twice. Tell me how to beat this man. And he told me. It was really simple. And it was like, and so then I beat Weapon X 6 rounds straight. And he's like, he's pretty good. And then he beat him like that. I was like, me. So Mr. Bill, I told that story to say thank you. Even though he did beat me in Wizard World, the winners and losers.
Are you coming to the CEO, Gio?
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay. I think Bill is staying with me, so you can thank him in person.
Awesome. I don't want to play.
Play him before the tournament, not in.
Yeah, before the tournament. Yeah, I'm going to the CEO and EVO.
Make sure you hit up the salty sweet shit we're doing, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's going to need some direction once you get started.
Why are you turning that fan, man? You gonna get some crack?
Hold on, we can wait.
All or just you?
Yeah, there's most people right here. You go out there and turn the fan. What are you gonna do?
Is it kind of warm in Atlanta right now? Is that what you're saying?
What are you gonna do? Hey, what are you doing in my podcast?
We can't really see him that well. All we see is silhouette. I'm not being an asshole. I can't see him.
You can see him. There you go. Chocolate.
Can't see him at all.
Yes.
You tell that man who was sitting on the black couch.
I know, bro.
I see some smoke. All right, now we're good. All right.
It's good. It's
The bait. Oh yeah, bait. Whatever. Yeah, I see it. All right, yeah. All right.
on camera.
On camera. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, are y'all gonna ask like who's the best in Atlanta? What y'all gonna ask? Y'all gonna be like name the top 15 players? We have to admit that's crazy.
Are y'all aren't doing rankings and shit anymore? Or is that gonna restart in 7? Because that seems to start every game.
Okay, I want you to look behind me, bro. You see this?
I don't see a damn thing back there.
You see this poster right here?
Oh, I see it.
Watchman poster in the background? Okay, that's where the board will be. Because they have already talked about this in the creed.
Wait, so you're at the Tekken House right now, right?
Yes.
What is it? You guys may have talked about this before I got on. Like, what is the Tekken House now? 'Cause I know it's shifted like a million times.
The Tekken House is, we have, we call it Patreon T. Terrence, who is his house.
Got it.
Truth.
Yeah.
Old Tekken player. He actually won the Atlanta Regionals and Tekken 5.0.
Yeah, last time I was in Atlanta to play with, I think you came over, didn't you? Or I think you were busy working. You were busy working, and actually Charlie and I actually stayed with you, but we went and played. So is it the same house that we were at, or is he moved?
The same house.
Okay, all right, cool. I know exactly where you are. All right, cool. All right.
So, yeah, he was really good back in the day, man. Like that was one of that's probably the most impactful tournament. Like as far as me wanting to play Tekken ever, that I did. Like Southeast Regionals for 5.0 because they capped it at 256. It was in the middle of a mall, like in the open part. They just had all the 5 machines out there. And then like these people, it's not like now. Like only way you knew about somebody was from TC. So we went there, and you see all these guys next to DZ, and when they stick the card in, you see the ring pop up there, you're like, aren't you so champion? Sexy, what is this? I don't see it. So, like, we came in there, and it was like all the great people at the time, you know what I'm saying? That was when Etiquette was still making his climb, you know what I'm saying? He was there, and he upset Jackie Tran, you know what I'm saying? And Mick was still really good at the time. Like, it was a whole lot of players, but it was like, it was funny too, because it was in two parts. Like, everybody played in the mall in the middle at first, but then, like, when they got to the top 32, they moved it back to the arcade, and instead of everybody who was still there, you couldn't come in the arcade. So, all the bad players like me just looked in the arcade window. Yeah,
we'll watch the VHS later, right?
Yeah, dog, it was good.
That's crazy.
Talking about sadness and sorrow, and Naruto music, dog, I heard that for 30 minutes.
So that was the 5.0 you said?
Yeah, that was 5.0.
Alright, cool. So you're running arcade machines and everything. Alright, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So the rankings thing, like, how do you guys go about determining that shit now? It's like I used to do it. I tried to do it in Middle Tennessee when I was there, and we got like 20 people to come out to the first ranking event we did, and nobody wanted to do shit with it after that. Like, it just gone.
Like, what it was is like we had, we had the board, and like the first board, I think it was just from opinion. It was an opinion board first. But then you immediately started.
Who is responsible for the opinions? What?
It's Anakin, because basically it was Anakin's board.
Alright. I thought so. I thought I remembered that, yeah.
So like, so basically then once you're on the board, you can challenge, but you can make challenge anytime the person is present. You know what I'm saying? If the person's present, you can challenge them. And if they decline the challenge, you take their rank. If you beat them, you take their rank. And so like there are also no re-challenges within the same day.
But the very next day is open?
The very next day is open. If you're around the thing now, the very next day, you have to hop on the sticks or lose your rank. You know what I mean? It's just simple as that.
So could you hold your rank forever if you just didn't show up, or?
No, like, that was another thing too. Like, and if you didn't show up, you get courtesy calls. Hey, such needs to play you, so he'll be here tomorrow. No, tomorrow's not good. I'll be up between 4 and 6 on Thursday.
Dang.
You know? Okay, well, we're gonna call you again. Like, you have a week. So if you don't come within the week, you lose your rank.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
So
interesting.
that was the disconnect too, because we have Tech House and then we have Southside Tekken. With Southside Tekken is like Clint, Poke Chop, Big Boy, Big Man. Really, you kind of say me and Turk too, but we just back and forth. Me and Turk be back and forth between Tech House and Southside. So we play everybody. We probably play the most people.
Yeah. And I think that the whole idea of this whole ranking shit, right? It's all based on like rank and not rank, like pride and proving yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's still maintained in places like Atlanta. That's kind of fallen by the wayside in so many other places, which is making like a problem with actually creating like players that can actually stand up shit talk now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody's getting pussified. Because like there's no pride in wanting to beat each other anymore. There's no problem with being friends immediately outside of the game, and there's also no problem with playing your best no matter who you play against all the time. But like in the South, there's pride that still remains, whereas that's sort of fallen out in other areas.
Definitely, we take it very serious, even casuals. Like, if you to turn the camera and watch Kirk play now, he is up in the screen, this close, playing like he's an Evo 5, dog. Not even Evo 5, he's got more desperation, dog. He is about to be eliminated from his pool. He is front of the screen, dog. Dog, that's how Kirk plays. He is a passionate player, brother. And we have that through and through in life, dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, So yeah, but also some people like that's something people here. People sometimes forget that they're from here. It's like out here, I'm like at a tournament on the stream or something, and you'd be like, oh, he's from Atlanta. Like Obscure, Obscure Darkness, Grumpy FX, you know, and then you get we made a new name for we have a splinter cell of the AT aliens called the Speed Kickians. And the Speed Kickians is like Speed Kicks, just saying Devin, Jeremiah Walker. Actually, Speed Kickians is the thing that I made up. But yeah, that's his group of players. So like we don't really see them that often either. But they're all younger crew. They're all like 20, you know what I mean? All the older crews. It's either at Tekken House playing when they do play, or they're in South Side. The ATL Koreans, as they call themselves, which makes no sense.
Sorry, I missed something. Sorry, I keep getting crashing on Skype.
No, it was talking about just how the different sects of Atlanta Tekken. Because like we have a lot of players, but like we don't always all play together. So I was talking about like we have Tekken House Tekken, we have Southside Tekken,
yeah,
and we have the Speed Kickians, which is like
Speed Kicks plus minions.
Oh yeah, Big Day, yeah, Red coming out of retirement, I'm sure.
Oh, real?
Yeah, but the Speed Kickians, really the only one, the only ones I really know is like there's Devin, there's the guy they're just saying named Chase, and then there's Jeremiah Walker. Shamir is not part of the Speed Kickians. Shamir's taking us, in my mind. Shamir's taking us. Kid Mercer, he wins my award for most improved player within the lifespan of Take-Two, Hidden City. Shout out to Shamir.
Hey guys.
You wouldn't put Speed up there as the most improved player?
No. Speed, man.
He won shit in 6 from what I hear.
Well, we didn't know him in 6. Like, yeah, like he was a Street Fighter player then. Like for all of us. Like he played you in Street Fighter. And then like he liked Tekken, but he didn't really play. And so my first remembrance of him is Ricky saw that he was playing at some tournament, Ricky Pochop, and then they money matched, and Ricky lost the money match to him. So people were just talking about, hey man, there's a guy in this tournament, man, that beat Ricky in the money match. We don't know who he is. You know, that was the first time.
Hey guys, so we have a question from Sensonic for everybody, actually. Who's your favorite, at least favorite player to play?
That's No, go ahead. Gio, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm saying I hate playing way again, but that's my answer then.
You gotta elaborate a little bit, because you said, yeah, the why.
He does so many launchers. And he does like back-to-back setups. Like he'll do a setup. Oh, you block that shit? Don't worry, I'm going to immediately go for my second setup without movement or anything like that. And it's like, if you block it and punch it properly a couple times, you're like, he's not going to do it anymore. But no, that's just how he plays. So, it gives me trouble, as you can tell. I'm a little salty. There's a little salt spewing on the screen in my voice.
But if you know that's how it is, then why don't you fix that?
It's the same thing. Me playing him is like me playing Pokemon earlier in the game. Like, I don't have a problem with Pokemon now. But earlier in Tag 2, I was like, why do you not change? It's like, I give them credit as a player. So, like, when they keep doing things, like, I always give them credit. No matter how many times they show me, they're not going to do that. Like, they're not going to play the way I thought they were going to play. After seeing how I play, so like but yeah, there's something. But like it's not like I hate playing him, but he frustrates me. That's all. I like playing him. We play sets all the time. He told me to bow down the other day after he
What?
So then I left from there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I think the other side of the question was who's the favorite, and there's least favorite and favorite. Like, do you have a favorite?
That's easy, man. Just play Anakin, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't like playing Twinkies too. Twinkies is a super turtle. Actually, Anakin, when he wants to win, he's a super turtle too. But
Yeah.
Twinkies do it. Man, I play so aggressive. No, you don't. You be on one side of the screen.
I think it depends on what character's up front. I think with Jin, he plays very aggressively, and with Farong, he does not. So we'll see what happens in 7, though.
Yeah. But that's funny because when I played him at KIT and Tekken 7, I think it was 7.0. Was it 2 years ago? And I beat Farong because I was like, I can sit on the side screen too. You know what I mean? But then then he switched to Jin. He beat me with Jin. Because he, like you said, he was more aggressive than I was.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So are we going around the room here on the question, or are we just going to let you answer?
Yeah, I mean, it was a question for everybody, so if anybody wants to add input to who their favorite and least favorite player to play against is.
I don't really have a least favorite that I know of. I mean, there's people that I still want to play against to continue to beat, and I keep wanting the chance to do it. I don't have anybody that I just dread playing against. I haven't played him in a tournament, but playing in person, my favorite person to play in America is Bronson. Because I like playing against people who like the game, and there weren't that many people who were just super duper into the game. Well, there were, but people who still defend like Tag 2 to this day about how fun it is, and I share that mentality. And so when I go to NorCal and I play against Bronson and Jimmy for like 3 days straight, like it's really fun. It's frustrating as shit because everybody can beat everybody else, but just Bronson is just fun. He adapts and he like jokes back and forth the whole time. You're listening to fucking Disney music the whole time. It's fun. So.
No, my Bronson definitely. I haven't played Bronson since Tekken 6. Like, it was random. Like, me and Strong were in Knoxville, and I was posting online about how I could beat any Jack in the Jack William matchup because I was confident, the acting experience and whatnot. And Bronson came in and was like, oh, any Jack, okay. So it was random. Like, he was driving. I guess like, he was moving, or his old lady was moving, and they drove through Knoxville, and he came and he played with us. And he like 10-pieced me with Jack, and then he 10-pieced me with Oscar, and I was like, what's going on? Because it was like, and it wasn't like he was like, no maximized combos, like, no like supreme punishment. I was just losing all the games. You know what I mean? It was like his just spacing and fundamentals is so strong. You know what I mean? But I haven't played him like since Tekken 6 though. So
Yeah, he would be sitting at the MLGs and sit there like, hey, come play my Asuka, come play my Asuka. And that's the first time I ever met him was the fucking MLG, and he was so surprised that I wasn't Vietnamese. And he still gives me shit. He's still disappointed. He's going to be disappointed for the rest of his life that I was not Vietnamese. But,
you remember they made that Vietnamese flag at the MLG tournament? With him and
oh shit, they made t-shirts.
They made t-shirts and they had a little flag, and Bronson was waving that shit. Vietnam! Vietnam! Vietnam!
Yeah, and saying fuck your mother in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I think it was like do my mai or some shit. It was like fuck your mother over and over again. Like and Bronson would yell that shit like to the beat of his combos. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. But yeah, they made shirts. And then Andy carried the whole fucking tournament.
That's funny.
Trump had OCV versus Team Korea. Also,
That was WOD from what I remember. Did they play him twice? Because it's on video. Did they play him twice in the same tournament?
Yeah, they put him twice in the tournament.
I thought Trung OCV'd the Koreans in a tournament at a final round.
No. That's Trump had that multiple. That was the one at final round was when
that was the first time he was there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was the first time. That was was it 6 also?
That was 6.
Okay, yeah, but that was different. That
That's when fucking Nee played Poke Chop in the grand finals. Oh my god, I'm never gonna forget that.
Brian and was fucking taunting for no reason when he was losing. Well, you only play Brian. Why you taunt that shit?
Yeah, right.
He taunt that shit into combos.
Anyway, so that's my favorite Bronson. I don't really have a least favorite. My least favorite would just be anybody that listen complain about the game that they're playing.
No.
That should just get the fuck off the game if you're gonna hate it. But
That all the time, bro. You just complain like fuck.
me?
Yes. Man,
I'm not gonna say no. I don't remember it, but if you say so, then okay.
I don't get enough time for this character. I'm like, Cody, I'm playing this 5-0. Oh, his phone's frozen. Oh, I thought you frozen. I was like, there you go.
I'm not gonna say that should lie. I just don't recall it because it's been a while since I had that scrubby ass mentality.
It's like, actually, like, every, yeah, when we play, like, it's like, I haven't been able to beat your ass in fucking like 3 years, so it's like, it's whatever. I have to home to the glory days, so.
Is anybody else gonna go in there? Most and least favorite?
Least favorite, I don't really have a least favorite, to be honest. I like playing everybody, and I really like playing a variety of players. It's kind of I don't want to say boring, but I feel like it gets repetitive if like I go to somebody's house and I play the same person like the first 200. But yeah, I like playing everybody, to be honest. Like I like going to tournaments or like events and then just playing everybody, like literally everybody. I don't know if I have a most favorite person that I like playing against either. It's kind of runs along the same lines that I like playing everybody. So
I think my, I just mentioned this guy earlier, not because I dislike him, I think he's a great player, but that lane was giving me a lot of work, so right now I heavily dislike Wing Gamble. And,
that's 2 of 4 people that asked the question hate Wing Gamble. That's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, Wing Gamble's an awesome cool guy, and he's really good, but,
So, is it Wing?
Beating up, I don't like you.
Cool man face?
Yeah.
So is it Way Gamble or is it Leo?
It's like both, just play that character, and you play him well, I'm gonna be angry. I don't like Leo right now. I'm gonna play Leo. To me, he's beating up pretty hard. I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, because to me, in my mind, he's like the only real, like, U.S. Leo. Really.
Yeah, I don't know any Leos.
It's cool, but Party Wolf isn't as good as Gambles.
So here's a
He's
question.
working on it though. So.
Here's a question. Since
It was cool.
how did
He'll get there. I promise you. He lives 20 minutes from me. He'll get there.
how
How these girls doing, man?
How's Booty Girl doing? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's getting a lot better. He's fucking playing. We had the question to each other: if you could play 1 character or 2 characters to prep for T7, who would it be? And he's playing fucking Raven and Nina as a team right now in Tag 2, and that shit is good. It is surprisingly good how well their combos go together. Dude, their combos are delicious. Yeah. What the fuck is that face?
That's a, I don't believe you need more people face.
No. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, play it. He'll fuck you up.
So here's a question. Since
His booty will fuck you up.
Oh, that is disrespectful.
damn,
What?
You're the one that started with his face. You think I'm not gonna put it back? Yeah, whatever. Let me start some memes and shit. Come on. You ain't start the shit and I take it back. Come on.
What? Hey, no. But actually, the last time we played in tournament, he beat me, so. I'm so salty, bro. Oh my goodness. I was like, alright, all I gotta do, beat Blue Drill on top 8. Lose Blue Drill. What happened? Oh man, like I promise you, he was doing a exhibition on quarter circle back 4 combos with Paul, and like counted it, and I was in the exhibition for the tournament. And so, one of those combos.
Hey, Kane, you were about to say something. I think you got cut off like 11 times.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's cool.
They cut in traffic with me, bro. I'm just out here talking.
It's cool, man. So since you, Gio, and Rodolfo both hate playing Way Gamble, how do you feel about Way Gamble, Cody?
I don't feel like it's that difficult to pick it apart because I am. No, I'm serious. No, if you look at the tournament history, man.
This is Way Gamble. I don't know what you guys' problem is.
I didn't say that shit because there's a thing about styles clash. There's a big thing like two people, like one person who's not supposed to lose, somebody loses somebody. Like there's a thing that like styles will absolutely clash to the point where you really have to like play a completely different way. And like you were saying, like you have trouble breaking the mentality of giving the respect even when it's not earned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking this when we were talking, but we kept the conversation going, so I didn't butt it in. But like when I stopped that mentality of giving respect where it wasn't earned, that's kind of where it fell off for me against Wayne. But that doesn't mean that he won't ever beat me, because he can fucking bring it back, and especially in 2 out of 3, he can beat me. That's not saying that he can't do it, but when I recognized that the game was going to keep going the way exactly as you described, it wasn't that rough anymore. Especially since I have, a fucking godly whip puncher, so if you just wait, the setup is coming. Okay, well there was a setup. I know if I run in, I might get hot kicked to try to punch the setup. Let's wait for the next setup, and I have a wind god. Okay, well then that's it.
Like what I mean by not, like, just like Way Gamble and his Leo, is just more so because I'm like inexperienced. Not saying that, I would beat him with experience. In fact, he has way better reason than me. But I was just like, super clueless in some moments. I was like, what is going on? And I lost. And there's a 4 streak. And that's 5. And I'm like, dang, what do you do?
Try that shit missed calls, bro. You get the win streak piling up over there. Somebody need to pick up the phone.
So just get into me like, what's going on? Yeah.
Just get an ITS. Just get an ITS, and you'll never have to play him again.
He does. He has a lot of knowledge of the game, a lot of experience. We just call that man Mr. 0-2, because he would come turn his dog and be cold as fuck. You guys drilling, pop in the tournament 0-2. Who'd you lose to? I don't know his last name. It's like. But then it's like,
you're still talking about Wayne?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm Mr. 0-2. You know what I'm saying? He'd be good. And he like getting all kinds. And in the ladder they call him the immortal, because like he never gives up on playing. Like he'll take a 10 piece, a 20 piece, and he'll still come back to fight. You know what I'm saying? So he's can't kill.
That same time that I came up and played with Wah and Speed.
Uh-oh.
He just gave us a slowdown.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Looks like
It's a light on the story, bro. Look how intently in the training. Look at his face, bro. Hey. We'll wait for you, bro.
Looks like his PC crashed.
Okay. Okay. Get the fuck off. Rude.
We'll come back to Cody, but Rodolfo, who's the do you have a player that you like playing against?
Oh, okay, yeah, my favorite player, and I mean, it's no secret anymore. My favorite player I was playing against is my former training partner that attacks you consistently. We used to play so many games, kind of like opposite of you and how you like to play games. Like, if one of us gets a streak, we cannot sleep at night. We have to win. We have to beat each other. So it's like, I love playing against him just for that, like, the pressure's on him. There's like, I don't try to have a lot of pride nowadays, but against Princess Ling, I can't lose. I can't lose one game. Because he like that little dirty little grin, like, oh, so you lost, right? I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. You cocky guy,
Alright, let me ask you one thing. Okay, why does Princess Ling sit back behind people when he plays?
Okay. Oh, here's the lore. Here's the real story. Okay. So, you know, Princess Lee and I, we're both online players. Well, we learn online mostly, for the most part.
You can call him anything, so people won't think,
Yeah.
He gets famous, but now it's his own name. He's like, what I'm saying, he's a symbol instead of Prince.
Yeah, so basically, I came up with that strategy initially out of my own thing, because I was like, man, I noticed it back in Evo 2013. I went to Evo 2013, and I was like, man, people, I saw one guy in a money match, who was online, and this dude literally went when I did Giants and went. And I was like, okay, it's over. I can't be sitting side by side because I'm a weaker player in this non-online environment. So
it was a fear thing? You were going to be attacked?
So it was no, I did giant swing, but he was looking at my stick and then he was just mashing one up my dog.
I thought, okay, it'd be like menacingly, I'll get your ass.
He was like huge, but for all intents and purposes, his ears next to my stick. He was looking at my stick doing giant swing and was like, dude, why are you even look at the screen? You're gonna lose. So at that point, I figured to myself, I'm not strong in this environment because I haven't played in it. So I need to limit these factors. So what I did initially, I tried to see when I played tournaments too, and now most people, trade do it now. It's where we try to sit as far back as possible so they can't see you. Because if they're seeing your inputs, there's an advantage to disadvantage playing both styles, head to head, side by side. But I caught that trade. I think that strong style 24 hey dude, it's your first tournament, it's a big one. Just trying to time them, they're going to look at what you're trying to do, or try to, they might look at you do a shoulder bump or something. And, we're not experienced at a style yet, where we can do the Alex Valle shoulder bumps and fake it, I see Brawl do that.
Play shoulder bump. You're going to have the escape.
Oh, okay, so this is very, basically Alex Valle, he'll do, if you're side by side, he'll do, I'm going to pick you up, pretend like I'm going to do a Hadoken or something, and he'll do, shoulder bump. And people just the shoulder bump and they'll react to that.
In the match?
In the match, it's a real thing. It's arcade tactics. So, now, when
we're about to, though.
It's because, obviously we're trying to, we're not doing that intentionally, the shoulder bump, we don't have a little tactic yet. So we just try to sit behind people. Although if both players are in on it, they're both online players, you'll see me versus Trey like an SDR. We're both trying to back up, and eventually we reach the end of the stage. So we're like, okay, we can't, we're going to look at each other's buttons because we both don't want to be sitting behind each other.
Yeah, so that tactic kind of goes both ways because the League Massacre used to tell, he would sit further back, not so he wouldn't be seen, but that he could see you.
Yeah. See, that's how I thought you were going to explain it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. It's because all players, we're not used to having a cold face and, being extra chill and not making any sudden moves when we do attacks. Because I'm real technical when I play.
I was used to the Cody explanation board and not your explanation. So it's good to have another perspective.
Apparently it benefits everything just to scoot back so nobody sees you but you see them.
Bro, I need to be up on screen, bro.
I need to be kind of close. I don't have to be GM close where he's,
Damn.
But and that's not like a hit at GM. I just know that he is a dude that will. He's just in there.
Yeah, man, people will find you, bro.
I don't give half a fuck. But whatever. So anyway, yes, I gotta be a kind of hard, but not like I don't sit there and have a war back and forth because if you can see me pushing a button and react to that shit fast enough, all right, then you can. Yeah, you got this shit anyway.
Anyway, you can do that. That's
right. If I can do a throw and you can look at my hand and see which one it was, then fuck. All right. Cool.
No, the only time when that was actually real, you remember back in Tekken 4 at the arcade when you like
when you went up and you did the people, they would have this.
They would have the pin over.
You remember Tricky League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he would play Mark that way. He would do this, like do this shit,
Tag with the cover it up.
Especially because Mario game wasn't a single guess. Like you could just punch and then again and punch and then.
This is a 5 guesses. Like it was
only like 3. It was only like 3, I think.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cheap. Be another. Because one thing, I agree with you. If you can gain something from looking at my code, but I think the sound is way more detrimental than looking. That's why I'm playing stick.
If you play it on stick and you're making it apparent that you're moving, like if you're at range 2 or 3 or something, and then like you have an addition, the opponent has an additional like factor that goes into their brain where like not just watching the screen, but they hear like the loudness of a stick, then that can help them react. But
at least for me, like when I play people who play on sticks, like say intense moments, if I hear, you know what I'm saying, then I know to go for fast stuff or get out of the way. You know, if I'm playing bad versus intense moment, I don't know what's happening.
Like a lot of like, especially Asian players, when they play on sticks that have more buttons than they need, they hit a lot of dead shit. So it throws you off. Yeah.
No, they're having set. No, they're sorry.
That's good. No problem. Yeah, I heard 6. Who's he playing with?
He's playing Yo Man of Soul Campaign.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
He's got the best instruments that I've ever played. And probably the best baby ogre. He's a terrible character.
What's baby ogre? Green ogre? Asian ogre?
Asian ogre, who plays that? But he makes it work, though. I am the winner. He makes it work. It's pretty solid. Like, we played first in the day. It was very competitive.
I think there was another question on who is your favorite player of your character?
Favorite player of my character? Currently or ever?
Both.
I never did. Currently, I have to say probably Princess Lane is my favorite person to watch. You know, it's like when you go hunting. You know what I mean? You see that lion. Out of the savannah. You know what I mean? It's just killing all the things. You're like, man, I appreciate that. But what the lion didn't know is that I have a gun. That little lion roaming through the savannah.
Oh my goodness.
Animals, making all the hyenas jealous. I'm on my wall, but only until the next tournament. Out and reanimate. Back out to the savannah. Shoot him again.
Interesting.
Interesting.
So do you have a classic favorite League player?
Yes. My favorite all time is Kibble.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a weird answer, but because you have a personal reason though, because you just yeah. Okay. You guys have an opinion, or you just Don't let this man talk by himself.
Players for your favorite character. Back when I was Jack main, of course, Anakin was a big guy at the time, still is. Always look at Anakin for Jack, and then nowadays, I like this Japanese player for Ryan. His name is Haisha, and he plays kind of like a different style of Ryan, which is very aggressive and ballsy, but higher risk, higher reward. And I can't do that yet, but I like how he plays. So I like Haisha.
I'm gonna have to look him up. So I don't know what it is.
Yeah, back to 7.0, he promoted Obi really bad, 5-0. So Japan has killed. Like if Asia sent more players, we're not getting any money. That's all I'm saying.
Kane, of the 3 Lily players you can pick from.
Historically, there's a Japanese Lily player that I kind of took from, but he's not known. But no. It was back in 6.0. His name is Boryoshi, and like I said, he's not known. Like, probably nobody's gonna know who he is, but he's where I took a lot of the Lily stuff from back in 6.0. He doesn't. I think he stopped playing in BR, so I mean, you won't really see much of him now.
What certificate did you get from him? Do you think in your remembrance?
He did a lot of like setups with her while standing 2, which in 6.0 when she went back turned it was -7, so it was kind of like, yeah, she has a safe while standing 2, but you had to guess, and if you guessed wrong, you get relaunched basically. Lily players now, there's not a lot of Lily players that I like to watch, but I guess Forward from Korea is pretty entertaining for me.
I
don't know if he's the highest ranked Lily, but I think his style is entertaining. So that's kind of my answer.
Oh man, I totally messed up my answer. I'm totally a fan of Moon with that, but I totally meant to say Sonar for show you. My bad.
Oh, okay. Slow down.
And he stayed at the crib when he came from final round, and like it was awesome. But I didn't take him to tourist stuff, and that was not awesome.
What?
Hey.
Why not?
He was like Coca-Cola Factory, and I was like, ugh.
You know, a little backstory.
I was like, this is labor of love because you're so dumb. But this is not.
So a little Kenbo lore is I don't know if people know, but he also goes by Tare. So if you look for videos of him, you might also look for like Tekken. What was that?
Tare Chichi or something like that?
Yeah. So he's also like, I met him in Tag 2. His English is actually really good. At least it is now. I don't know how it was back then, but like we hung out a couple times with some of the English Tekken players as well, and he's kind of crazy because like I guess he went to jail for a while for like fucking somebody up. It was pretty interesting. Yeah, he's like it's pretty hardcore. He may have ties to Yakuza, but lol. Yeah.
Ah!
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh man.
Are you sure you should be talking about that?
Hey man.
This is hearsay. Case is no sure.
Hell no.
So guys, Fine 757, he asked pretty broad, really pretty important question for us. You know, he asked, what do the Asians know that the Americans don't know about Tekken and gives them such an edge? What can non-Asian players do to close the gap? So what do you guys think?
If yelling, I'll go with yelling because I'm like,
We always give the guest the first response.
Yeah, man, you might have to Justin.
to me, in my mind, there are 3 factors that make Asia better than America. The first being the proximity of competition. And like in a big city in Korea or Japan, you have a whole bunch of people to play, and a whole bunch of people play a variety of characters at a high level because they've been forced to be high level by the competition. But in America, like the only quality competition you're going to have is at casuals or tournaments. So if you don't have a scene, you're ace. So like they don't have that problem, you know. And then the second thing is, of course, how long the game has been out for us. because of course, they have time to work out kinks and stuff with that, because it makes it worse because they have that much time with that scene. Such a good scene. These cities, even if they have to travel a little bit, you can travel to amazing centers of learning. So, and then the third thing is that I feel like outside the game, there's more of a reason to be good at Tekken there, because like more people play, so you get more of an ego thing. So you're gonna want to be better because there's a larger sphere of influence to be good at. Over here, it's very. I say it's more niche. What's the word? Niche.
Yeah.
To be good at Tekken. I think it's a larger scene, so you get more like big boots. More pride out of being good. So that's more motivation for you. Because everybody knows Code Tekken, Korea, Japan, but over here, you play Tekken in high school, you don't play Street Fighter. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
I said it in a roundabout way.
I completely agree with what you say. I think for me, the way you explained it, the first one to me is the most important, because if we were more, it's also because of just our geography. We're not all together in one small country. We're all our good players are all in the state of Texas, and Texas was the U.S. basically. We'd be hella good. We'd be playing all the time, right? But since we're mostly stuck to online tournaments, it's kind of hard. It's you go, you play 10 games in a tournament, and no one's willing to play with you because you're bad or new or whatever. It can be hard to improve because it's hard to get that quality time, like you were saying. So, yeah, I agree with everything you said. How about you, Dan? What do you think?
I think it's partially has to do with lack of players. In the U.S., I feel like people are who's the best Kazuya player, or who's the best Brian player, or who's the best Lily player, or Ling, and then you could pretty much give a straight answer. But in Japan, Korea, it's kind of up in the air, because if you're a really good Ling player or good Brian player, it's it doesn't matter, because there's so many good, of that character, so many good character specialists, a lot more than here. That's how I feel. For example, you're talking about Wayne, who's a good Leo player? Oh, Wayne. But then Cody's Wayne's, styles clash, and historically I've beaten Wayne. But if we had 4 or 5 really good Leo players, I mean, I'm not saying Cody wouldn't beat them, but I think it would be a little bit different of an answer.
Yeah, my answer wasn't really on Leo. I don't just rock Leo. It was just because we were talking specifically about him. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think if people play together a lot more, I know a lot of people like the ego stuff, a lot of the shit talking, but people just sat down and actually played. Gio, you were mentioning, I forgot who the player was, but when they play, they're playing they're at Evo, about to get eliminated. Yeah.
He's playing now.
Yeah. So if more people played super serious like that, really trying to learn, instead of when people play on stream, you see a lot of stream players that just kind of fuck around. Or I bring this up a lot. I feel like I bring this up every stream, but a lot of streamers these days, they're if you make a good read, they'll be oh, you're a scrub. Why? Why would you do that? Or they'll say shit like that. Or it's Why would you? Yeah. Yeah. Why would you hop kick there? But they hit you. You know. But or if they beat you, I mean I'm sorry. If you beat them, it's the same answer. Oh, look at this scrub! I just beat him. So the opponent is never the winner. He's always the scrub, right? So I mean, if people just sat down like, oh yeah, I got beat. Let me think about why I actually got beat instead of, oh yeah, I just got ran about. That's I feel like if people put more thought.
The term "hoe kick" because it radiates so much of that dismissive, like, oh well, I didn't do anything wrong. He just hoe kicked and then I died. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't have to attack there. You punished the kick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're looking for an excuse. You know, this big bag of what you saying.
Ralph.
Yeah. There was I remember watching a video since we're just talking specifically about hockey, so I'll get off it real quick. There was a video of a tournament in Korea at Green Arcade, and I don't know why they were yelling it. Maybe just because maybe they were making either fun of America or they were making fun of that somebody else did. Clearly. There was this tournament where every time it was more like a master tournament of like 8 players in Korea, and every time that somebody would throw a hop kick, they would yell, "Hop kick, best move in game, hop kick," over and over and over again. Like every time the JDCR would even like miss it, he would throw a like armor king hop kick, and it would whiff from like half screen away. It would just yell, "Hop kick, best move, hop kick, best move." That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't hear about that. That's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, I can find it. I can find that one. I couldn't find the fucking Evo recap. Really. I was looking for the Soul Calibur video, the Evo recap that actually made it on TV about Mick and RTD colluding. Because every time I would just search for Evo Soul Calibur, it would just be a bunch of videos of fucking KANE. Yeah, I can't start looking at videos of her. Yeah, I can't start looking at videos of her. I'm going to be off the stream real quick. But, yeah. That was a joke, y'all. But anyway, I can find the video, the other one, yeah. Anyway, I'll put it in the chat.
No, like back in my early days when I first started trying to be competitive at Tekken, like I was in Missouri, and like when I heard that conversation between Slips and all I was like, I thought that was just how it goes. That's team strategy, you know what I'm saying? It's like the stronger player goes to the losers and cleans up the losers. And y'all are both better than everybody, but I can beat you. I'm gonna go to the losers on purpose, clean up, go back to the finals, split five. You know what I mean? But I thought that was just how it went forever. That was the first time I ever saw that, you know. They were talking about it, and I was just looking all enamored, scrub eyes.
All right, guys, we're approaching on actually 3 hours here. So if the stream chat has any last questions for Gio.
Okay. Y'all ask me something, man. Y'all can ask me something about anything, bro. It don't have to be about Tekken, man. You can ask me how old these socks are I have on.
But I don't know how old you are, though, right?
Yeah, I'm 33, so my birthday is next week.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday. Early birthday.
On the 17th. It's actually 1 week from today. So, yeah. I'm happy today. Thank you, JNCH.
We can't hear shit. We can't hear shit for what's going on. So start that over. What?
Okay. First, I read the question. Said I'm having a good day from JNCH 009. I'm having a great day, bro. Thank you. Mr. Maz, how many calories do you eat a day? Anywhere between 1,200 and 6,000.
Wow.
You ever recognize he's a big dude. And
hey man, X copies. I'm gonna answer your question, but please spell my name right. My name is J-I-O, not G-I-O. G-I-O is for my initials. Joshua Athea Otis. The link is sitting on the phone versus T7 when you still use link. Bro, I use 5.0 link. Of course, I want to use T7 link. Because she can't be that. Because that bitch is slow. Gio, were you happy or disappointed that it's back T7 wouldn't think of him in this game? He's cool, not a problem with him. I'm going to really get to play him. A lot of idiots. Replays. Why lose cabin on the on the water challenge? Oh, that was the CEO. That's the story. Real quick. We were at CEO, and all the tech was gone. The bosses and shit. So we went out to the pool. Be competitive. So me and Cap, old school player from Florida. He plays Murdoch all the way back. I remember as far as like 5.0. But he's also a SoCal player. And now he's rock climbing. You know what I'm saying? He's strong and shit. But yeah, so we went to the pool and we did a whole new breath challenge to stay in the water for as long as possible. And he narrowly defeated me in front of the crowd. That was the only entertainment as CEO at that time because everybody was just drinking at the pool. So like, let's do a whole new breath challenge. But yeah, he did. Dang. Very good. But yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all having me on, man.
Yeah, fun. Man, it's good having you.
Yeah. Sorry it took me over an hour to get on this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how much you dislike me, man.
Not at all. Not at all. I was trying to get on from the beginning, and that didn't work out.
And I enjoyed myself, man. I enjoyed kicking with y'all.
Yeah, man, it was good having you on.
It's like beat y'all's ass. Hey, y'all just like one of those things like, can I call somebody a bitch?
Yeah, do whatever you want, man.
What the fuck you want? With the 26 viewers that we got, you can do whatever the hell you want.
People gonna watch this. They gonna see it later in the archives. This man Gio said that Princess Ling is the second best Ling in America.
Oh, fuck.
But, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I actually have one question. PRA.
Yeah?
Y'all have access to the game now?
Like FR or 7.0?
FR?
FR? Okay, the word on the street is, the word on the street, Mr. Gio, is that I don't have access to the game, and neither does SoCal to FR. But some people up in the other department.
Yeah, we're talking SoCal. If you play with Trey.
No, I don't. I never got a chance to, get the secret access. No, I never did. I wish I did. I kind of have a drug kids workout because, I mean, you heard it in the previous podcast. They got access.
Naughty is active in NorCal.
And I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. So I mean, I got really good stuff. I never got to touch the farm.
That's cheap. They are basically Koreans over here.
But that way, exposed to reality. It's a conspiracy, man. They don't like the rest of California. It's a conspiracy.
Oh my god.
So I mean, you're in ATL. If you can't even access the game, like I can drive up and break.
No, where I can't move, and it's a stick, and I don't play a stick. Yeah. I'm out here looking like fucking roller rink, Shaggy on these sticks. And
I'll tell you something Fly Mike here told me. They're making you look like what you look like.
Hey, man. That's going, but I ate.
Yeah. Yeah. On the street, these people got access and I don't. So, I'm angry. I'm just as angry as you, actually. If that's what you want to know.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
All right, guys. Looks like we're gonna wrap up. So again, thanks for being on, Gio.
Yeah, man. I'll see you in a month, the CEO.
Yeah, we'll see you at EPO.
Why not? Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, man. I'll see you in a month, the CEO.
Yeah, I'll see you at CEO. You know what I'm saying?
All right, later, guys.
All right, Charlie. I'm busy, man.
Yes, sir.